Power.com.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams.
This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Don.
There's no tush push if you're not pushing the tush.
Hahn.
I want you protecting my blind side.
And Rosenberg.
When I was 7, I was riding shotgun and smoking cigarettes.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, you bet your ace it is. Welcome aboard 301 in New York City, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Peter Rosenberg, Alan Hahn, Don LaGreca. Don is going to be joining us from Cashville, a.k.a. Nashville, Tennessee. Alan Hahn from right next to me in our beautiful studios.
Sleepy
Alan,
Town Bobo.
You're Sleepy Time Bobos, aren't you?
I don't know why I'm feeling it, but I am.
Well, what time did you get up today?
4. 3 something.
What time did you go to bed last night?
Midnight.
So I'm not a scientist, but I can figure out why you're not feeling great.
Yeah, my whoop hates me.
You're
it's
sorry?
like, why are you still awake? Like it's yelling. It keeps buzzing. Like, go to bed. I'm like, no, I'm still got to work.
Wait, your watch?
It's a whoop.
What's a whoop?
This thing.
A whoop is a different kind of...
it's a device that it's like a health device.
Health device that tracks it all?
It tracks all of it.
And it's upset about your sleep?
Very mad at me.
What does it want you to get, 7? It dreams of 7. Paying off the refs to get your kid a win.
Wow.
LeDon James and Bronny. It's LeDon and LeDonnie. Now, this also happened, too. This is exciting. Griffin last night, late in the show, completely glitched out. The Griffin machine broke. Here's what it sounded like.
It's okay.
We don't know if he's still with us.
He almost is that a Carlin? Can we call it a Carlin? I feel like he had a Carlin.
No, I think Carlin's in action today.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna take a look here because it's not just the opening night of baseball season. It's also Drop Madness, and yes, in the Nether region, the 1 seed is in action today.
Oh, wow. Well, we know.
Against the 8 in the second round.
Put your money on it. Moving on.
It's a big moment.
There's no beating this one.
So we got to talk Knicks. Nice win for the Knickerbockers last night.
I thought it was a very entertaining game.
It was. I was there. They played a solid game, and you were right. I was kind of treating the Pelicans like a complete joke. There's some talent on that team.
I know, like out of context, look at their record, and you're like, yeah, it's another bad team. But if you consider the fact that they finally have gotten healthy, and in the last month and a half, they've played really good basketball. Like they've really started to show who they are, what they can be like next season, because they're finally healthy. And Zion's playing. Like he's actually playing.
Dude,
a lot of games.
Looked incredible. No donuts for Zion these days.
No,
looked very jacked up.
He looked good. That team looked good. That kid Jeremiah Fears, he's a ball. He could play. What a find he was. So I thought it was a really entertaining game, a fun game. And when it came time for winning time, they got the plays they needed. Towns early in the fourth, Brunson the entire fourth, big 15-point quarter he had, put it away, got the win. That's 7 in a row. And by the way, 48 wins, which is one more than the Celtics.
That's right.
And
That's
so
right, man.
Percentage points, but virtual tie for second right now in the East. And the Celtics play tonight against the Thunder. I believe that's an ESPN vehicle. So while we're watching the Yankees, we can just easily hit last channel. And no, we can't, can we?
Wait, it's not, though.
It's not an ESPN vehicle?
No.
It's a Wednesday night game.
Hawks Pistons.
Get out. No, it's got to be a doubleheader or something.
Celtics are 7:30.
Don't tell me that's not a national game.
It is not. The ESPN
How is this not a national game?
Hold on. How does ESPN have a doubleheader? It's Hawks Pistons, and at 9:30.
Hawks Pistons should be a good game, but
it's at 9:30. They have Rockets T-Wolves.
I did not plan this, but this is a game. So now, okay.
There's nothing else.
So now I got to be on League Pass, watching this game while also watching the Yankees on Netflix.
That's right.
That'll be easy to navigate.
Yeah,
sure, that'll be fun. And the Devils won last night.
That's right.
Again,
Devils doing a little something.
Don had some great calls. Do we have any?
I believe I do. Let me see what I have here. Here we go. Here is the Hughes' second goal.
Okay.
There comes Hughes!
Score! Absolutely filthy.
Absolutely filthy. How about the Meyer goal?
I got the Meyer goal. Here we go.
Here comes Timo Meyer. The Heischer. Sliding save by DeSmith.
That is
Gets
unreal.
it back. Blast.
Oh, he
Wide
missed.
by Mercer. Heischer. Meyer. Score!
Don's score is giving. Do you remember the sound that did Howard Dean in as
Yes,
the Democratic
the scream? He was supposed to be just being fired up, but it just got
Ah!
awkward. Yeah. It got
There's a
real
lot
awkward.
of that there.
Well, first there was a lot happened on that play.
Well, and also, I mean, I love Danico. I had a great time with him.
Settle down.
He's fighting over him. I mean, Don would never say it because Don will never say anything negative about his teammates in any way. But if you listen to this go call, he's calling random things out. Like, well, listen to this.
Here comes Timo Meyer. The Heischer. Sliding save by DeSmith.
That is
Gets
unreal.
it back. Blast.
Oh, he
Wide
missed.
by Mercer. Heischer. Meyer. Score!
I give him credit. He stayed out. I give Dano credit.
Okay.
The first one, it's when Don took a mini pause.
Yeah.
I thought Dano probably thought to get in something quick and then knew to shut up.
Yeah.
And then the other, he missed. He does give away the call.
Yes, that was the one. That was the one I was talking
But
about.
I mean,
he
it's
missed.
TV, so everybody's watching.
Right.
So we all know he missed. So I think he was just being excited. But then he stayed out.
He did.
I give him credit.
There you
That's
go.
not nearly as bad as some things we've heard in the past.
That is true. And then I'm going to need to line
the
up.
voice crack. Oh, boy.
We're going to need to line up the Don. And Don called it. He told us he had a Peter Brady call last night.
Right.
This Hughes call's tremendous. The absolutely filthy.
There comes
This is
Hughes.
awesome.
Score! Absolutely filthy.
By the way, it's Don's new rap name. Absolutely filthy.
Absolutely filthy. He walks around like an absolute bottle of vodka. Like that's his thing.
I know. I don't.
Dirty shirt,
I-
vodka.
He.
Who's that? That's absolutely filthy.
It's absolutely
But it's
filthy.
spelled like absolute.
Oh,
Lee-
dash L-Y.
L-E-E.
Absolute.
He's absolute.
But
Lee.
there's no E on the absolute because it's the alcohol brand.
Absolute Lee.
Wow.
And then filthy. So he's just looks like he's got dirty clothes on.
Yeah, he's a
carrying absolute.
Yeah, so it's basically his gimmick as a rapper is a drunk vagrant.
I'm a dirtbag drunk.
That is Don's rap name. So,
But
anyways,
you know what's great? The
another
best
devil
news
win.
is
he's
at full health. He sounded like powerful voice was back.
He did say though late in the game though because there was so much action he was starting to lose a little bit late
Was it
there.
8 goals in the game or 9 goals in the game?
Well,
right?
that made it 5-3.
Right, I think
The
it was
Meyer
a
goal.
5-4 final perhaps. So
Now, how close
Good
are the
for Donnie.
Devils? How close are the Devils getting here to making it interesting?
I don't think they're even showing knee.
No, they're not.
Nothing, right?
They're
There's zero
74.
flirtation.
They're at 74 points.
Oh, there it's
No, they're way out. They're way out.
Yeah.
You're talking about
But a good finish to the season could help as far
85. The Senators are at 85, and the Devils are still at 74. So, and they are 70 games in.
So there's 24 points on the table. Right?
70. So there's in theory.
In theory. Not officially eliminated, but virtually feels like it's going to take a miracle. And because
Ottawa's played 71 games, the Devils have played 70 games.
Yeah. And the fact
Bruins are sitting there too at 86.
And the fact you can get cheap overtime loss points, it's really going to be hard to catch. So they're playing well down the stretch though. And Hughes, since that golden goal, just seems to be at a different level.
Yeah,
Which is
man.
also great.
That's something fundamentally changed. So, the subject though at hand, of which there are many things, but baseball tonight. Is it opening day?
It's opening night. We discussed this on Get Up, and it's like this feeling of, and it's not like this is new, but every year we kind of come to the same place when it's the first game of the season is a standalone, which is to make it feel big. But I think for baseball, tradition is everything. The Cincinnati Reds used to always open the season with an afternoon game at home. It was just, that was when you knew the season was here.
It's baseball.
It's the Reds versus whomever, and then a couple of more afternoon games after them, and then, of course, everybody else at night. There was something about the day where it was a whole day of baseball with various weather, right? Where beautiful at this in this highlight, snow in this highlight. Maybe it's just gray and everybody's wearing, turtlenecks and earmuffs in this. But it just felt like the whole league started today and baseball was back. Tonight just feels like a random game at night. And it doesn't have that feel of the whole league is back and this is exciting and all these games are happening. I wonder if baseball will ever reconsider, but I know that Netflix certainly didn't pay what they paid to share the spotlight.
So, pardon my ignorance.
You get what I'm saying, though?
Oh, 100%. But pardon my ignorance because I just don't remember. How many years have we been doing this? Opening night with one game. Is this the first?
I can't remember exactly, but it's not the first time.
It's not the first.
We haven't done, well, we can easily find that. But I don't think we've had the Reds open the season at
I don't mean that, though. But just
12:30 thing.
But what about, I just mean the solo. Oh, here we go. I'm going to look to last year. What did March 20th last year? Thursday, March 20th last year. Wednesday, March 19th. Let me see. Were these all spring training games? I can't figure out. These must be spring training. Yeah. Oh, sorry. These are spring training still.
Yeah.
Yep. Those are all spring training.
Believe it or not, we had spring training yesterday.
All right. So it's the next week. It was the next week last year. It was Thursday, March 27th was a full slate of games. That sound right to you?
Yeah.
And then, Friday a light slate for makeup games, etc. And Saturday back to a full slate. There wasn't an opener last year by itself.
We didn't have one last year? I thought we did.
Was there?
No.
I don't see one. No, Tuesday, March 25th was spring training. Wednesday, there were no games.
I think Thursday was the Tokyo game.
No, I'm looking at Thursday. There's a full slate, though, on Thursday.
Well,
yeah, Thursday was a full slate. They didn't do it.
Wait. The Tokyo game was March 18th, though.
So there was the weirdo Tokyo game.
That's
You're
what
saying
it
that's
was.
it. All
that
right,
was
got
the
it.
unofficial
So a
opening.
week earlier.
That's what it was.
So it was even less of an opener.
That's what it was.
But what I'm saying was they didn't do what we're getting this year, which is the night before everyone plays.
Yeah.
Like the NFL. This is like NFL Thursday for baseball. That's essentially what this is.
Yes.
We're going to run a one-off, with big teams, big markets on Netflix.
Right. And while that sounds nice, it
doesn't hit right.
It's not baseball, Susan.
It's not baseball, Susan.
That's how I feel. And there's a lot of things that we've said about baseball where you need to get with the times and be more like the other leagues and all that stuff. And then there's some things that the old-timey tradition thing is a good thing. And this is one of those that, we all agree. It's just there's something about that. Just having that long tradition of the first game being in the early afternoon, usually in Cincinnati, and then, everybody else right after that. And it just feels like a lot's happening in one day. To me, that feels bigger than the one standalone game where the whole league is watching.
But you're not watching, because that's not how baseball works. This is a regional sport.
So you don't think everybody's watching tonight because it's baseball and it's back and let's watch the first real game of the season?
The hardcores.
Tomorrow is when they'll watch.
Yes.
Their first team.
Correct.
Is this less about, because Michael and others, and for good reason, aren't comfortable with the fact that, I can't even call the opener of my team. There's no Yes Network. There's no local broadcast for the Yankee game tonight. Is that more annoying than the idea of it being a standalone?
No. I don't think the average fan I don't think fans necessarily, some do, of course. There's a certain sect of fans. In fact, I can play you what some of those fans sound like. But there's a certain sect of fans who may feel that way.
I'm a Yankee fan since 1968.
I'm a Yankee fan since 1955.
I've been a Yankee fan since 1972.
Do you have this by year?
Yep.
So how far back and how do you have every single year?
So I'm glad you asked. This was a project of me, RJ, and Andrews.
I can see this.
The first one, I love the first one. The oldest one we have is.
I've been a Yankee fan since 1938.
Come on. When was that? When was that recorded?
4 years ago.
God bless.
God bless.
Now, do you have a 1971?
Yeah, of course.
Let me see.
Been a Yankee fan since 71.
How about a 76?
Born in 69, Yankee fan since 76.
Those are the two that I would have gone with.
We don't have a 39. We have a 40.
I've been a Yankee fan. It's got to be at least 1940.
We don't use that one a lot. The 1940 is fantastic.
Got to be at least.
So people like that, those fans may care. The average fan, I don't think, cares as much about having their home announcers for the opener. It's just the fact that there's one game and it's on Netflix, and a lot of people don't even know how to deal with the fakakta Netflix. That's the reason they pay for the Yes Network. They pay specifically for the Yes Network to watch their Yankees on the Yes Network. I of course they'll miss their local guys, but I think the bigger issue is
it's just a standalone game.
It's just a weird standalone game. It just doesn't feel like baseball.
It feels like MLB Network, you do a whip around and you're just checking in on all the opening day games and the opening day ceremonies and who threw out the first pitch and who came out to throw the first pitch here, there, and you see all these old-time guys and introductions, whatever it is, the first home run of the season and everybody's like, that's what they should be capturing in my opinion.
And I do want to backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
Because I will say, because baseball is a regional sport, you do have a lot of care for the local broadcast. So it is a bummer to not have that, welcome to Yankees baseball.
That's
Welcome to Mets baseball. Like, that is its own thing.
Yeah. I think it's the familiar voices, it's the familiar people, it's all the people you recognize. Now, I understand why the networks want to have the opening night or opening day thing. They want to have one game that's on their network to get everybody excited, but again, it's this. It still feels like it's something sacred about opening day,
right?
And if I could talk to Manfred about things that his sport needs to change,
you're talking Bob Manfred,
yeah, I would also talk to him about things that they need to go back to. Feels to me, I could be wrong. I'm an old time guy. I've been a Yankee fan since 1976. But I just grew up watching, and that was what I was used to. And it was an event because you knew everybody was playing all at the same time. You had different highlights and different weather and different things. And it just made you feel like spring is definitely here now because we have baseball.
Tonight thing from Adam's family is throwing out the first pitch.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Doesn't do it for you. Interesting.
There's nothing about tonight's game that's going to feel opening day. It's just going to feel like a game at night that they're playing in San Francisco.
The only thing
sorry.
I mean, listen, if you're a broadcast nerd, it's compelling to see what Netflix looks like.
Well, actually, it sounds like a great booth.
Sounds like they had a great up and down. They have a lot of talent.
No question. Like it's not about the Netflix show. It's just what we're talking about.
It's not.
We love all this stuff in sports, especially the NFL, the bigness of the game. But for me, opening day in baseball, if there's anything that we want to keep in the past, tradition, because we don't love tradition anymore, apparently, in this world. But this is one thing that I would think that I would try to keep.
Well, I'll tell you the tradition we all love, and that's having Don LaGreca on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. And he joins us now. I think we're good. Hey, Don.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we hear you now, Don. How are you?
Good. I'm sorry I had some connection problems. It's Nashville.
No, I completely blame Nashville for this.
Dial up. You're using dial up.
Now, you made it in time, though, Don, for a little something we like to call the start of Drop Madness.
Well, I'm ready for it.
Drop Madness, I said. There we go. Now, this is the second round. And we have a lot of chalk today, like a ton of chalk. We start out in the Flub region with the 1 seed.
25 a month. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg with you until 7. In your ears. Get Optimum famously fast.
Now, that, of course, being that we went chalk, means it's up against the 8 seed.
Happy Jewish New Year. Not Newish Jew Year.
Oh, it's going to be a tough afternoon, I think, for Newish Jew Year.
Still a tough one, though.
We go to the funny region where the 1 seed is in action.
Little yo-yo monkey boy, he wanted me to jump up and make the jokey so the people go laugh time.
up against the 8 seed, Maya and the Straw.
Maya, can you say mama?
We go to the troubling region, the 1 seed. I had diarrhea that you dream about. Not against the 8 seed, though. The 9 seed.
Sit, you stink.
So we have diarrhea versus stink in that troubling region matchup. In the nether region, the 1 seed.
This is college football.
This is running the table.
Excuse me, this is college football on ESPN Radio.
Just the music coming in just is so classic.
It's even before that to me. It's like there are horns playing earlier, too. There's so many things.
It's as if the producer is sitting there, like, looking at him, and then just goes, let me just put the music.
I'm going to pray this music will take care of it. We go to the 8 seed, looking to battle against Carlin. You guys know I'm a fan of this drop.
2 beautiful women died. I'll give you them quickly.
So that is the 4 matchups, guys. It's just 4 matchups for you right now on your Twitter machine, on your pooter, as it's known, DHR, ESPN. Go vote early and often, and vote for all 4. You don't just vote for the first one. You vote for all of them. And I can promise you today that these elections will not be compromised. No one.
Don, I don't know what happened after I left, but allegations were flying.
Dude, I have to address this when we come back.
Okay.
A lot was said.
Yes.
A lot of allegations were thrown out.
Yes.
A lot of opinions were expressed, and I need to retort.
Okay. A retort. Don LaGreca.
All right. We look forward to that and much more right here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. And like we said, guys, the baseball season is here, and FanDuel is letting you choose your own reward for opening week. Betting customizations that transform how you experience the game. Make your choice and reward. Make your choice and the reward will be ready to use on your next MLB bet. Right, easy enough for me to say. FanDuel is the home of home runs. Now, listen, he's catching a lot of heat, but I'm sorry. I'm going with Aaron Judge tonight to hit a dinger. A Ramalama ding-dong. I said it. Tonight. All right, so you want to play it? You can do it. Play your game at FanDuel.com/local to choose your reward for MLB's opening week. FanDuel, official partner of Major League Baseball. 21 plus and physically present in New York, opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This month, you'll be feeling March magic when you win your share of $50,000 cash during our Rainbow Riches drawing. Be here every Wednesday in March from 2 to 7 p.m. Each hour, one lucky guest is drawn to win up to $5,000 cash. Earn entry starting at 12:30 p.m. Come chase the rainbow every Wednesday in March, where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Ready to shoot your shot? Log into BetMGM and make your picks in the March Matchups 500K Pick'em for your chance to win a share of bonus bets. It's free to play and easy to get started. Just log into your BetMGM account and predict which teams will cover the spread in their matchup in each round of the college basketball tournament. If you get the most correct, you'll win a share of $100,000 in bonus bets. Even better, successfully pick the most teams to cover the spread in all 5 rounds of the tournament to win a share of $500K in bonus bets. Think you know college basketball? Log into BetMGM to make your picks to win a share of $100,000 in bonus bets per round. It's free to play. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards or non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Discover where your future can take you at SUNY Canton's Spring Open House on Saturday, April 25th. Explore exciting new programs like data science and analytics and cybersecurity, designed to prepare you for today's most in-demand careers. Tour campus, meet faculty, connect with current students, and sit down with financial aid representatives. Plus, attendees can enter for a chance to win a scholarship. For registration details and information about courtesy bus trips from New York, email admissions@canton.edu. SUNY Canton, your future starts here.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. Good afternoon. We're going to start off in Jersey. Not so great on the Turnpike Western Spur northbound. Right before 15W for 280 in Kearney. A crash in the left lane. That as you backed up on the main roadway. Both the car and truck lanes jammed from right after Newark Airport. Inbound George, still have some road work on the upper deck. Just about a 5-minute ride. Best of it's the outbound side. Looking good on the southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound. Just some minor pockets of slowdowns from the 90s. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels are running about 5 minutes each. Heavy delays on the Cross Island northbound. An accident being picked up by the UBS Arena. Still backed up onto the eastbound belt from JFK and Queens. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Talk about stepping up. It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
All right, before we get to Don, at what he needs to say, his retort, I do want to tell you about Rings End because we're excited about some home improvements that we're going to do on the house this spring, and we're replacing old windows and adding one as well. And to do it, we are partnering with Rings End. Why Rings End, you say?
Why Rings End?
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. Well, because they work with pro contractors who build and remodel for a living. The pros trust them, so I can, and you can too. They have premium brands in windows, doors, decking, paint, lumber, kitchens, all the things you need to upgrade your house. Built to last high-end product lines that contractors rely on. They do it right, so they don't do it over. They're not a national chain now. They have regional expertise, 8 full-service lumber yards in Connecticut and Westchester County, and 12 freestanding paint centers. Rings End is family-owned and operated since 1902. How many years in business is that, Peter?
Is 1902? 124 years to you and me.
That is correct. They have deep Northeast roots supporting local builders and communities, and you got to love that. Can't make it to a store? You can shop online at ringsend.com. So check it out, ringsend.com. Go ahead, Donnie. The floor is yours.
No.
It's like
LeDon James.
See, now you're going to taunt him because his connection is not allowing him. as he is in.
Wayne in Charlotte. What's up, Wayne?
Hey, Pete. How you doing? What's up, Ron Allen?
Oh, boy.
Ron and Allen.
Apparently, it's Crashville right now. So, there's that. So, did you see this video? The Yankees put out a highlight, a hype video.
You were just telling me about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hype video.
Get you ready for the season.
Yeah, it's all highlights and stuff. It just gets you, you want to run through a wall. It's great. Every team that does this, it's awesome. And I didn't even notice specifics of any of these videos. But Juan Soto apparently did. In it is, I think, Max Fried striking him out.
That's Max Fried's you and me.
Yeah, of course. And Soto tweets, rent-free.
Wait, there's a lot of irony there.
You know what I mean?
So he tweeted rent-free.
Oh, yeah. No,
this
is Alanis Morissette. This is exactly what she was singing about.
I'm living rent-free in your head.
Because you had to put in the video me being struck out by the picture that you got with the money that you didn't spend on me.
If you're the Yankees, you're saying...
I just put a video of my pitcher striking a Met out.
And you're posting about it because we live rent-free in your head.
Your head. Because you know...
There's a Carly Simon song that reminds me of this.
You're so vain?
Yeah. You probably think this hype video is about you. Like, it's not... Like, yes, you were the guy in it.
That's really good.
But it's not really about you. I mean, listen, I'm sure they took a little bit of pleasure in it.
I don't understand.
Listen, the thing is, this just ain't going away quick. The Soto Yankees breakup with him going to the Mets, it's not going away
Were people mad at me when I said, guess what this is going to become? This was me last year. A whole year of Soto and Judge and Soto, Yankees and Mets, right? The whole thing. Who won the trade, all that stuff. This is going to be a thing, I said, and you all told me I was creating drama, that I was creating something that wasn't there. Oh, shit. That's a problem.
It's okay. Everything's all right.
That's
Jacob, did you do what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Okay, there
Hopefully
we go.
you did, but I got to now do something.
No, you're going to be fine.
I got to fix that.
You're going to be just fine.
See, I got excited.
I understand.
Making a
well,
point.
you know what? Rent-free.
Rent-free indeed.
So, listen, you are the one who called this out, and Don did fight back against it. There was a little bit of like, no, why are you making it such a thing? And maybe in the end...
And callers were too.
Yeah, and in the end, maybe people thought, oh, it's not that much of a thing. But the reality is, you have a top-flight player go from one team in this town to another. That's going to be a thing.
Always.
There is just absolutely no way around it.
And by the way, it's not me that's creating the story this time around. It's Juan Soto. He could have just let that go. He could have been like, oh, that's cute. They wanted to put that up there. Okay, we'll see him again. And, then he may even go to the Mets and say, hey, make sure you show something of me doing, whatever it is. But him saying rent-free is continuing the story and continuing the drama.
Because no one
would have said is never going away.
No one would have said anything. Here's what happens.
It was such a dramatic, historic moment when he left the Yankees for the Mets.
Yeah.
Huge.
And someone shares that moment like, yo, Soto, did you see what they did?
Yeah, who's the guy that – because there's no
It probably was social media.
You don't think Juan Soto's watching a Yankee hype video. You don't think he's doing that, do you? I mean, honestly.
I think that it's literally probably social media. Social media is showing.
Someone tagged him and said,
yo,
oh, look, they showed Soto, so his response.
And now he has to respond.
He's
when
like,
really – and I relate because, listen, as you can see probably if you look through my social media the last couple of weeks, I've been responding. So I get it. Sometimes you get caught up. But in reality, when you have a moment, you go.
You with that stuff. Pookie. You are Pookie. It'd be calling me.
I know.
I try to stop.
I let go.
I try to stop, but it'd be calling
Yo,
me.
yesterday I skipped one. Another one happened. And I was alerted to another one that was very similar.
And you went.
A New York legend said something that I thought was like, you can't argue. People can tell me all I want. Don't be offended by that. But the word choice is the word choice, and the word choice is a little offensive.
Okay.
But I said, you know what? People don't mean anything. Even though they're using a word choice that's kind of lame, they're not even being aware of what they're saying sometimes. And why does it affect me? Just keep going. And imagine if I was making $50 million a year. It would be even easier for me.
Don't give it oxygen.
No oxygen. You're Juan Soto.
What you want to do, right, is strangle it.
Right.
Is take the oxygen out of it until it dies.
Wow.
You hear that?
That's what you do to things like
this.
this.
Choke it dead.
Trolls.
Yeah, choke it dead.
Well, Don, is that not the way to handle a troll? Instead of giving it oxygen, take it away.
Take it away. Kill it. Kill it dead.
Kill it dead.
Not only do you give it oxygen, you give it life. You make it powerful.
You make it feel
like
important.
PDs.
Oh, yes.
You mean like this yesterday? LeDon James.
See, you want to start trouble. Go, Don. I'm laying out.
Well,
Go.
first of all, wait, I'm sorry. Did LeBron James help his son and then help somebody else's son on the Lakers? Because that's what I did yesterday. I sent out the identical retweets from Marco and Maya saying, do we hate children?
Yes.
I was trying because I want that matchup. I thought it was good for the station.
Good for the sport.
It was good for Drop Madness. It was good for humanity to have Maya and Marco advance to the Sweet 16.
But here's the question.
Face each other. So I did that. Listen, anybody can comment on any of the Drop Madness tweets. You could do whatever you want. You could campaign openly. Why is that so wrong? And it wasn't like I was doing it against Maya. Now I'm doing it against the
no
other
one.
no one cares.
No one would suggest that's not what makes you LeDon James. The suggestion is that
it just sounds so unreal.
Is that the suggestion is that like the same way Bronny, they put out that video, remember, of like Bronny getting the phone call of getting drafted.
Shocked.
And it's like this big emotional video, and like they're playing like the Lion King music, and it's like, can you believe it? Bronny, the prodigal son. And it's like, well, LeBron is the one who made the phone call, essentially. That's the only thing, is that we know Marco is invested in Drop Madness, and now you say, Marco, congratulations, you won. But secretly, this is what people are alleging, not me, other people. Mm-hmm. What they're saying is, but secretly, you know that you influenced the result.
Did I? I just asked the question. Do we hate children?
LeDon James.
Now, you can make the case. You know how a lot of people are, especially on social media. It could have hurt.
Then they could have answered, yes, we do hate children.
So I don't see it.
You slept fine last night.
Oh, like a baby.
All right. Well, listen.
Completely unconscious. You'd write home. Dreams that you dream about.
Oh, we need, all right.
Dreams that you dream about.
Coming up, Don has a list today. Top 5 dreams he had last night.
Yeah, I want to know. Oh, well, I'll tell you what Yankee fans dream about. A conversation with the great Meredith Marakovits. And that's what's happening next, right here on Don and Rosenberg.
St. John's has advanced to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1999. Now, East Region top seed Duke stands in the Johnny's way for a trip to the Elite Eight. Coverage begins Friday at 6:50, only on 1050 ESPN.
There's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 Hybrid Preferred with all-wheel drive for $259 for 36 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN142673. MSRP $37,300. Zero security deposit. 1.9% APR for $28.60 a month per $1,000 financed. Ends 3/31/26.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
This college basketball tournament moment is brought to you by Marriott Bonvoy.
You got to take one game at a time and go up there and try to play our best and hopefully get a win.
In the 2003 NCAA tournament, junior guard Dwayne Wade led third-seeded Marquette on a magical run to the Final Four. In the Elite Eight, Wade scored 29 points, grabbed 11 rebounds, and dished out 11 assists as he carried the Golden Eagles to the upset win over one-seeded Kentucky.
Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening. And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Okay.
Did you know Aerosmith hates this song?
I did not know that.
Because they don't believe it represents them. It was released in 1973, didn't do very well. The record company re-released it in 76, and it became a hit. But they always felt that this didn't represent who they were.
I understand why you'd feel that way,
until
though.
they got into the movie soundtrack business, and then it kind of made sense.
Well,
because you could make the case that, Crazy isn't exactly...
Crazy and Amazing are...
Right.
They're very specific. There's one, bit of sad news when it comes to the baseball season starting today, and that is you will not get to hear the sweet sounds of the great Meredith Marakovits doing all the wonderful reporting she does during a Yankee broadcast. You will have to wait till this weekend for that. But we are lucky enough to have her on the program right now. Meredith, it's Peter, Alan, and Don. How are you?
Gentlemen. Happy opening day. I know you're celebrating right now, ready to get the Yankees season underway. You said crazy and amazing. I thought you were talking about 162-game baseball season.
Look at you. Shot out of a cannon.
The whole point was...
Let's go.
The whole point is that you won't get to hear her tonight. But for the next 6 months, every single day...
That's right.
You will be hearing. But first of all, I don't know how, Meredith, you got through an entire offseason and not once were we able to cross paths as we were supposed to do. So now I'm going to take it as avoidance. I'm feeling like you did all you could do to avoid me. I think it's on the table,
But
Don.
here's the thing, guys. Not once did he text me and say, "Hey, Mary, you want to go to MSG? There's a big game tonight." Not once, guys.
Oh,
I think we should take that into consideration. Also, Alan, I still have your hat from last season sitting at my condo in New York.
Yeah.
So I'm good for it, I promise. And I do want to let you guys know you're not going to hear us during the broadcast tonight, but don't worry. We have you covered pregame and postgame. We have extended pregame coverage.
There you go. Like you dream about.
To some of your favorite guys, like Cody Bellinger, Max Fried, Aaron Judge. So shameless yes plug. There we go to start the season.
Well done, buddy.
No, and as well you should. So you got to hit yes tonight, of course, for all your Yankee coverage. The game is on Netflix. Meredith, tell me about your consumption of the WBC before we get to everything happening with the Yankees. How into it were you? Did you enjoy it? And how impactful or not impactful do you think the end of it was for Aaron Judge and the feelings that people have about him at this point?
Look, I think it's great for baseball. You saw the way everybody got behind the teams, countries being represented. I thought it was a wonderful tournament, some really great baseball that was played, some big moments throughout the course of that tournament. The only thing that I was disappointed about was that I was not down in Miami watching some of those games because the crowd just seemed insane. And speaking to Tino Martinez, who was there for one of the first ones as a coach, he said just the noise is so much different. And everyone that was there will tell you just the way the celebrations were happening and the level of noise throughout the entire game. It was just a different feel than what you get during an entire baseball season. So I think anything of that is going to carry over how people view Aaron Judge. Look, he wins here in New York. Nobody's going to say anything. He is a 3-time MVP award winner as he goes. This Yankees team goes, and I think he is more confident than ever that this could be the year the Yankees finally are hoisting the trophy at the end of it.
You know, Meredith, I'm glad you brought up Aaron Judge because he's become such a hot-button issue as far as not winning the titles, not being clutch in certain situations. He got killed by callers in social media for going 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in that final game of the World Baseball Classic. But what I found is there's callers in social media's opinion, and then there's the people in the ballpark, the people that you get a chance to see. And you've got the luxury of both, right? Getting to see the one side and the other side. Are they in unison, or do you feel that the negativity towards Judge is just a social media caller thing that in general the Yankee fan still loves him, appreciates him?
Oh, I think they love and appreciate him. I understand why the conversation is taking place. I know he got booed a little bit down in Tampa, but I think overall, if you poll most people, they will agree he is the best, if not one of the best hitters in all of Major League Baseball, and you want him in the batter's box and you want him on your team when it is a big moment. I think one of the things with Aaron Judge is he is so great at times that every time he steps to the plate, you expect him to hit a home run, which just is not realistic. Like, you almost have to pinch yourself sometimes and say, like, what we see on a daily basis is not really normal. Now, I think when you talk about the postseason and the Yankees ultimately not getting it done, I understand why fans are upset and why fans are mad. It makes sense. They want to see this team win, but do I solely put it on the shoulders of Aaron Judge? Absolutely not. You go back to that Toronto series and the way that ended. There was sloppy play, poor pitching. There was a lot of things that were a reason that they did not advance to the next round. It wasn't Aaron Judge.
Well, with that in mind, all right, let's now look at this coming season because that's the team we remember from last year and maybe the last couple of years, right? Like the fact that they had been sloppy, that it is a lot of all or nothing, and then injuries, of course. The run it back theme from the offseason now comes into this season. So if this is the same team essentially that they finished the season with, what will be different about this season?
Well, that's the $1 million question. When I look at this roster, I look back to last year, guys. I look at the bullpen, and especially early on and at times throughout the course of the season, the bullpen was not very good. So you wonder now, a full season of David Bednar as the closer and other guys leading up to that. Camilo Doval, is that the guy that they thought they were getting in the trade, or is it going to be the guy we saw at times last year? They believe that there's more of an upside, and he's going to be a help in the back end of that bullpen. So I look at the bullpen in particular. I think guys were not necessarily comfortable in roles in the second half when they were traded for. And then early on, we had the issues that we saw on the back end. So I think that's an area right there. While there are some of the same faces, that look is a little bit different, obviously, without guys like Luke Weaver and Devin Williams. And then you kind of said it, all or nothing when it comes to this offense. Look, this team scored over 5 runs per game last year. They led all of Major League Baseball in runs scored. One thing we know about them, they can absolutely mash when they are on with guys like Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and even Cody Bellinger. But I think you're getting a full season now, potentially. Who knows when Anthony Volpe will be back, of Jose Caballero, who can steal some bases, adds a little more athleticism when it comes to that, when he gets on. Also, Jazz was out with an oblique injury for over a month last year. He didn't run for quite a while when he comes back. So I think there are some guys that are going to add some athleticism in having them on the roster from day one. And also you have to remember Jazz moved over to third a little bit last year because of injury. So him at second, Caballero at short to start things off, and Ryan McMahon, who is as good as it gets defensively at third base. The infield could perhaps be viewed as, a little bit better defensively than they were to start last year. Ben Rice still getting his footing at first base, but he has shown signs of improvement. And then your outfield of Bellinger, Grisham, and Aaron Judge, solid there. They expect Grisham to be a bit better defensively in center field this year than he was a year ago. So in a lot of ways, yeah, it is the same roster, but I think you're getting some guys that they added at the deadline for a full season, and then other guys like Max Fried, who's getting the ball today in the first game for the Yankees, telling me during spring training, after he won 19 games last year, mind you, that this year he just feels so much more comfortable coming in because it's his second year with the organization. First year, you don't really know what to expect. You're kind of finding your way a little bit, getting the lay of the land. There are guys like that that are now here for the second year where they feel more comfortable. They feel like they fit in that clubhouse. And I think all of those things can help. But ultimately, they need to stay healthy and they need to perform on the field.
Pitching-wise for this team, I'm sorry, Don, but the pitching feels like when it's healthy, and I know when it's healthy seems to be the prefix to everything, and no matter what team we're talking about, right? But the potential of this pitching rotation, can you think of another year in recent Yankee history where the potential of the four guys that you could rely on, the talent of, like, Rodon could be your fourth pitcher. Can you think of another year they had this much potential starting pitching?
Not since I've been here. I can't remember a year since I've been here, and that's 2012. And I mean, and that's the thing. The caveat is if they're healthy, and you can see a situation where, look, it's a baseball season, stuff always happens, but you can't not get excited when you think about the potential of this rotation and getting Garrett Cole back, getting Carlos Rodon back, and then it almost seems like an embarrassment of riches. That is a four. I mean, you're gonna have to decide on the fifth starter. They're in a good spot, and then those guys that are not in the rotation are going to be coming out of the bullpen, making your bullpen even stronger in the second half of the year. And let's not forget about Carlos Lagrange, who we'll most likely see at some point in some capacity this season. So,
you think this season for sure?
I think so.
That kid throws triple digits, right? You're talking.
Oh
right?
my gosh, Yeah, Carlos Lagrange, prospect, big guy. They're comparing him to Dylan Betances. When I spoke to him in spring training, guys will like this. He hits 101, 102 pretty consistently, and I asked him about throwing that. I know, just like a casual Tuesday, right? I'm just throwing 102 consistently, making it look easy, almost effortless. And I said, what does it feel? Can you describe to people that'll absolutely never come close to throwing a baseball that hard, what that's like when you blow somebody away with a fastball like that? And he just looked at me and goes, well, I threw 103 last year. And I was like, whoa, excuse me, back up. Back up. But he has a ton of confidence, and he kind of has that moxie on the mound. And I know the Yankees really, really like him. Finding the strike zone, being more consistent in the strike zone for him, a key, but that's any young pitcher you're talking about. So as long as he continues on the path that we have seen so far, I expect that you'll see him as a piece at some point in time this season, yeah.
Meredith, when or if Jason Dominguez makes an impact in Major League Baseball, do you think it'll be as a Yankee or elsewhere?
Great question.
You know what? That's really hard to say. And he was asked a lot about his future when the handwriting was on the wall, essentially before spring training even started. Without an injury or something happening, it looked as though he was destined for AAA. And I think, you have to remember the fact that this kid is still 23 years old. Like, he is a young guy. It's too early, I think, to write him off as being a piece of this Yankees team. A contributor for this Yankees team. You're always one injury away. You never know what's going to happen. So I think we'll see him back up here. I don't know when that'll be. I don't know in what capacity that'll be. And I don't know, how his role could change in the future. But I know they still like him. I know they still think at 23 there's still an upside. But, we all saw it with our own eyes. He can get a little bit better defensively out there in left field, and he needs to do a little bit of work being able to consistently hit from one side of the plate in the batter's box. But I got to compliment his attitude throughout all of this in spring training. Guys, you've been around athletes a ton, and when things don't go well, you have some guys that put their head down, they're sulking, they're not great to be around. This is a guy that just kept plowing forward. Hey, whatever they need me to do, I'll do. I'm not happy about it, but I'm going to work to get back up there with the attitude that he had. So for a 23-year-old to act like that and carry himself like that, I think is pretty impressive.
Before we let you go, Meredith, just on a personal level, How many years have you been doing this now with the Yankees?
This is now going to be my 15th season.
Wow,
that's awesome.
That is so.
I know. It's
can't
weird.
believe it.
I'm like Benjamin. I'm like Benjamin Button. I'm aging backwards, guys.
It really is true. I mean, legit. You'll be a newborn soon.
Lie to me. Lie to me, please.
Has she turned? Have you turned 30 yet? That's all I want to know.
She's now 30.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet
Right
either.
around the corner.
Almost.
Right
Right
around
around the corner.
Almost. So let me ask you though, like, generally a lot of us get into this business to do certain things, and you have aspirations. You want to check this box and then do the next. And in your position, it's hard to imagine a job similar that's much cooler. Like, do you have aspirations of doing other things beyond the Yankees, or would you love to get to play the part that you play with this team for a very long time?
Look, I've been having a blast covering this team for the last 14, now 15th season coming into this one. I enjoy what I do. I've enjoyed the relationships that I've made throughout the year, the opportunity that Yes gave me. But I think everybody is always, looking to see, is there something else that interests you? Is there something else out there? And I think by the fact that it's been over a decade and I haven't left yet, kind of tells you how much I love this job. But you never know what the future holds. That's what I'll say. You never know what the future holds. But right now, I am enjoying every minute of covering this team, and I hope this is finally the year, guys, that I get to cover a World Series.
Oh, you were your lips to God's ears.
I love baseball.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know you were so close on the other side. We hope you get one soon. Meredith, we'd love to talk to you throughout the year.
Come in studio. We got to get you in studio when you're
I love that.
when you're home.
Yeah.
I love, you know what this is, guys? This isn't Meredith come in studio. This is maybe she could deliver my hat.
No,
That's right.
See, I'm a bad friend.
I want to get the story on the hat. People want to know where the hat. What's up with the hat?
Don't worry about the hat. I'm a bad friend because you're absolutely right. I should have. But I felt like if I'm reaching out to you, it's almost like I come to the game so I can get my hat. See what you just did? Now I don't know what to do. Made it very awkward.
I know.
Come on, Mary. You made it awkward.
You know what? Not the only one that's confused when it comes to me, but it's fine. We'll move forward.
Well, you know what? I look forward to diving more into that next time. Meredith, have a wonderful night of coverage tonight for opening day, and then, of course, we'll watch you this weekend again on Yes. Thanks so much.
Of course, guys. 7 p.m. Yes Network. Talk to you soon.
There it is. Plugging till the very end. You have to love it. That is Meredith Marakovits. Big 4 o'clock hour. Monica McNutt joining us. So much to do. We have a list, I'm told, at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Can't wait for that.
Locked in.
And Monica next, ENN later. It's Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
ESPN New York. Now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Ready to shoot your shot? Log into BetMGM and make your picks in the March Matchups 500K Pick'em for your chance to win a share of bonus bets. It's free to play and easy to get started. Just log into your BetMGM account and predict which teams will cover the spread in their matchup in each round of the college basketball tournament. If you get the most correct, you'll win a share of $100,000 in bonus bets. Even better, successfully pick the most teams to cover the spread in all 5 rounds of the tournament to win a share of $500K in bonus bets. Think you know college basketball? Log into BetMGM to make your picks to win a share of $100,000 in bonus bets per round. It's free to play. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards or non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
As America's #1 motorcycle insurer, Progressive has your back.
Oh, like roadside assistance.
Oh yeah, Progressive offers that.
Great. Do you have plans Saturday? My cousin canceled and I'd love to have someone to ride with.
Actually, we just do insurance, not riding buddies.
Cool, let's meet at noon. Actually, scratch that. 10 a.m., you and me, breakfast at a diner.
To be clear, Progressive has your back for insurance only. So get a quote and see if you can save.
Okay, so if you beat me there, get me the Lumberjack Special. We can share.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Roadside assistance may require comprehensive coverage.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. No hassles, just help. Everything you need, nothing you don't.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
404 in the big city with Don LaGreca and Peter Rosenberg. I'm Alan Hahn. From Meredith Marakovits to another double M, Monica McNutt. Eminem into Eminem. This time from baseball to basketball. And Mon, can you tell me, or everyone else, that after a 7-game winning streak by the Knicks, with last night's game, which was, I thought, a very entertaining game, I am still hearing that, yeah, but after a 7-game winning streak. Can you tell me how you feel after a 7-game winning streak by this team?
Is this a trick question?
No, because two things can be true. You cannot like what you've seen, but you can also say 7 wins in a row is still 7 wins in a row.
Yeah, and if there had been not 7 wins in a row, the city would have been on fire. So,
exactly.
I'm like, okay, all right, here we go. Last night, I had a chance to walk and talk with a couple of the guys, and the honesty of that exchange in terms of, like, the consecutive opportunity to smack teams who are trying to do nothing and how they are human, which is what we witnessed and suspected, right? Like, but they weren't exactly thrilled with that run of teams either. And so I thought last night was the step in the right direction to get out of the sluggish ball that we had seen over at least 5 of those games for sure.
Would you call it the sluggish, ruggish ball?
That's cute. There's no ruggish about it. I just give it sluggish.
You know, I've never actually, till this moment, thought about the fact that in thuggish, ruggish bone, what does ruggish mean?
Nothing. Just
no,
rhymes.
it does.
What is it?
No.
Ruggish?
It is. Okay, guys, let's do context clues.
Okay, go ahead.
The last 5 games, I would not call ruggish because, to me, there is an air of confidence and there's an air of, like, swag about it, and, like, it just is like, it's like cool. Like, it's not too proper. It's what you need. It's colloquial, but it's on point. Like, and I didn't feel like they were on point. They were just sluggish.
You know what? You just didn't, in us thinking you didn't understand what my question was, you actually answered the question.
Yeah, I understood you.
I didn't, though. I was saying, I didn't understand what ruggish meant.
Right.
And she made me understand through the prism of the Knicks not playing rugged ball.
Ruggish.
That's what the ruggish means in thuggish, ruggish bone.
It's not quite rugged. It's
ruggish.
It's ruggish, right?
Ruggish.
But there's like, but if we take the Knicks out of it, doesn't that fit in terms of like describing the group, describing the vibe of the song? Like, doesn't that fit? That works, right?
I like it, and from now on, Monica, we're going to use that word. Tell you what, we could use it tomorrow night as Monica. I want to tell the world we'll be taking a little break from the radio broadcasting.
Oh, to do what?
Does, to come in studio and do a little studio work.
Whoa!
Yeah. Back to our sort of origin story, if I may. That's That's how I
back
got
in the day
the club.
when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore.
Wow.
It was so tomorrow night.
Look at us.
MSG, Monica McNutt in studio with myself and Bill Pito.
Wow!
Fired up for this.
Love that.
So we're going to use ruggish. We're going to find a way to put it in.
Please
context.
do.
Can't wait.
I'm
Watch
sure
Bill.
Pito's going to be like, "What does that mean? That's not a word." But anyway.
But you know, Monica, it's not their fault that the schedule had 7 layups, and you got to take advantage of it. But if Brown or the organization had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish besides the wins, but just as they get ready for the postseason, do you feel like every box has been checked, or are there still some things you still want to see get better?
Let me see. Okay, so if I was writing the checklist, one of the things high on the list would be getting a chance to get a look at your bench. And so I think you check that box pretty well in terms of the minutes that you've gotten from Mo Diawara and Jordan Clarkson, frankly, right? And then, of course, beyond that, you'll probably got some guys that might get spot minutes, right? Like Kolek's been thrown back in the mix. Some Huckporty, we're seeing sort of less and less of him. But I would also add tinkering with, like, the guys that are in the rotation, and I really like what we're getting from the double big minutes as of late. That's really encouraging. I also think you're seeing a little bit of the lineups with a backup point guard, right? Like a little bit of the Alvarado action alongside Brunson, which is healthy. Have you gotten Bridges out of the slump? Most recently, he had a solid 14-point performance in that Pelicans game, so I think you could check that box. I don't know. For me, I really wanted to see this team step boldly and completely into their identity. I still have questions on that one. I think they deserve credit for winning these games, right? Like the ultimate slugfest is to be so goofy that you cannot pull out wins. And when it came down to it, they did manage to pull out wins. The defensive numbers, I mean, if you want to look at them with one eye closed because of who they played, like they did reach the top 5 both offensively and defensively when it comes to their efficiency numbers. That is impressive. I think as much as things have changed, we're coming back to more of the same in that if Jalen Brunson is playing good ball and Karl-Anthony Towns is being aggressive and you got at least one of your wing guys that can space the floor and hit threes and hold defenses accountable, like you're in it. Like you have the best version, the formula for the best version of the Knicks.
It's really, to me, I look at this and I keep saying it's the Knicks are having, and I did this stuff yesterday for our notes, and I kept checking it, and I kept checking it, and I said, they're having one of the great statistical seasons in franchise history.
For sure.
When you consider the 117 point, I think it's 0.2 right now, which is just 1/10 off of the all-time franchise record for scoring in a season. They are top 5 in offensive rating, defensive rating, and net rating. They've only done that, I think, 2 other times. And those 2 other times, they won the NBA championship. Like the last 2 NBA champions were top 5 in those 3 categories. Statistically, they're screaming at you, we are a legit contender. But yet, you and I watch them every single game, and you and I both look at each other sometimes after games going, what the hell was that first quarter, right? Like, is it? So I don't know. Are we too close to it to see them as what they are, or are the numbers lying to us?
I think we've talked about this since I've been joining you guys. I don't think we're too close, and I don't think the numbers are lying. But I think their biggest competition in terms of people believing in them is what they have been in the past.
Yes.
And if we go back to Thuggish Ruggish, right? Like part of New York and part of why we loved the team that was figuring it out 2 years ago and even last year's team was like it wasn't always pretty, but there was a intangible sort of toughness and grit about them, and that was undeniable, right? And so I think when you see some of these first quarter starts, you are back to identity and personality. And, you know, that has been a comma this year, and it varies game to game versus it being a statement that ends with a period. And so I think that's kind of what we feel. And then, of course, too, as Knicks fans are some of the savviest in the league, you are looking out at the Western Conference, or Eastern Conference, and there's a Boston team that has experience, and a Boston team who, even when they didn't have both of their all-stars, like they still had a very clear identity, right? Like I think for me at this point, especially with the news around Cade, like Boston is the only team that I'm kind of like, okay, how's this going to go, right? Otherwise, I do think talent and personality-wise, you're probably on par with the rest of those squads. And so I just think they are their own biggest enemy because we've seen the core of this group be guys that you didn't question the intangibles. And so for them to have remained the same largely, but you've lost, as we can now probably identify, some of the guys that were key to that cultural identity, now you're trying to figure the rest of it out. So I think it's healthy because everybody has a team or an athlete that you fell in love with, and it wasn't all purely about what they did in terms of their performances statistically. Like, we're humans. We're taking in the human side of the game as well as the superhero, incredible athlete side of the game.
But is this year the aberration, Monica, considering the fact that Tatum didn't play for over half the season for Boston? No Halliburton in Indiana. We did the number earlier in the week. There's as many as 8 to possibly 10 teams tanking. I mean, how often do you see an NBA season where a team plays 7 consecutive games against teams that don't care if they win? Like, so does that skew the numbers a bit? If this was a normal NBA season with not everybody tanking, a healthy Halliburton, a healthy Tatum all year, this same Knicks team, would it look differently? Would the stats be what they are? Is this just one of those crazy years because of that?
I think that's a fair breakdown, but I think even if we didn't have teams tanking, really we're only talking about the Pacers not tanking, right? Like the rest of them teams that are bad, they've been bad for a while. So we're really only talking about that, which arguably probably could have skewed some of your defensive metrics in terms of trying to keep up with them. So that makes you, let's say you take a 5-position hit, that still puts you in the top dozen of the league, right? I'm not going to call it an aberration because even without Tatum, Boston was as good as they have been. I just think that I really just think they're dealing with the ghost of Knicks teams past in terms of people respecting them. I just think that's it.
I think it's a great point because what you're saying doesn't just apply to the Knicks. It also applies to Boston.
Yeah, it would affect the rest of the league.
Because you'd say, well, Boston's able to survive without Tatum because of all the same reasons you gave about the Knicks, right? Detroit was able to have this unbelievable year they're having for the same reason because look at their record against teams with a losing record. They destroy bad teams. Like that's the part that I think that's the evenness of it, the type of season we're having. I wonder too, and Monica, again, you are with the team a lot. You travel with the team and you watch it as closely as I do, maybe even closer because you called the games. Is the evolution of Mike Brown as the head coach from day one and all the ideas he had for this team versus last night when he's like, yeah, well, I had to change what I was doing offensively because I needed to get more out of Cat. He didn't fit the way we wanted to play, so we changed it. You know, he's a head coach that he did it with Josh Hart. He's done it. He's trying to do it with Mikal now. He really has throughout this whole season just continued to evolve to find what works. And who knows if maybe by game 80, it's like, okay, I think we found what works. Isn't that what the regular season is supposed to be about?
Yeah, that is. But again, like we're competing with ghosts of teams past, right? Hahn, you and I said this like when he got here, like this is a renovation, not a demolition and gut, right? Yes. And he came in kind of like, all right, Warriors, Spurs, whatever. And listen, Mike is a great guy. I could say these things to his face and we could joke about it, and I think by his own admission in terms of getting back to what Knicks fans that have watched this team the last 2 years knew. Like, he's open to change, and he's always said he wants to be collaborative. But, like, again, as much as things change, they have stayed the same. And so I think it's, in a way, it is the highest compliment of an organization to have teams that people have held on to so closely because they resonated with the city. I mean, think about all that was happening, y'all. That's, like, also the ascension of Jalen Brunson. Like, he had not yet been appointed captain yet by that point. Like, he gets his first All-Star year in the city. Like, he was a part of that team. I mean, for all that matter, y'all, like, the clip that endeared me to the city is a part of those early teams when you talk about what they did versus Philly at home in game 2. Like, that season or those last 2 seasons, there was a lot to hold on to and get excited about. And so now, and a shout out to my guy, Andrew Claudio, over at Knicks Film School, because he's one that always points out, like, I have cheered for Knicks teams that won 20 games. Like, I'm not going to complain about where we are now, even if they don't ultimately be the team that's holding the Larry O'Brien trophy, but they're good. And so I think we're entering an era of this team is good, so the magnifying glass is always on, and if the things that you point to that just have you unsettled as a fan are because you've watched a grittier team, like, I'm not going to ask anybody to ignore that feeling if you've truly been around the way that we know this city lives and dies with this team.
Did you
so true.
What did you make of that Syracuse UConn game on Monday?
I didn't make anything of it because I didn't watch it because they smacked them, and I was actually really disappointed. And I mean this with all the respect and love in my heart because Felicia Leggett-Jack is an incredible basketball coach. She's won everywhere that she went. In my heart of hearts, I understood her post-game comments, and she's not wrong when you look at the 3 times that Syracuse has run into UConn. In fact, the year that Syracuse did get to the Final Four, they lost to UConn. She's not wrong. And as we were seeing in professional women's sports, it is, a changing of the tide, and maybe you can think of things a little bit differently. But, baby, you get a 16 seed, a top 16 seed, and you can host. And then we're not having this conversation. I don't know.
That's fair.
Next year, I would imagine she would not have been on a collision course with UConn anyway, because even though she's played them 3 times, and she has not been at Syracuse for all 3 of those, even though Syracuse has played them 3 times within the last 10 years, it's not back-to-back years.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, guys, like the women's tournament is still set up around trying to allow fan bases to go to locations so that we can have the best crowds and best attendance possible. The other thing, as I was listening to that sound about y'all, is like, so if you go all the way out to the West Coast and lose, are you then like, why they send us all the way out here? I mean, like, you know what I mean? And
Yes.
I truly mean this from a genuine place of loving and respecting Felicia. She's a great coach. And I'm not saying that the tournament has it perfect, but I kind of was like, the thing that bothered me about it is I didn't want her to be perceived at large by people that don't know her body of work as a whiner. Like, people don't give you depth. They see headlights and they're like, oh, you just crying because you got smacked. She did get smacked, but there's a little bit more to it.
You could also, like, the sense of frustration after the game, especially, the embarrassment of that first half.
Yeah.
You could just see that she had just reached a boiling point and was letting it out in that moment. But Monica, is this the right thing to do, though, and not have neutral site for these games? Like, is it you can still be in the area without being on campus, but do you still think it's the right way to do it?
I watched this first round, and I'm saddened to report that campuses weren't packed. So I think as much as the women's game is growing, and I think we've just come off of an incredible 2-year stretch in particular, maybe you could extend it out to 3. And I don't believe in the grand scheme of things that performance was a blip on the radar. I think there's real momentum and things are moving. But I also played in the tournament under this format. I'm looking at crowds in the tournament under this format. And I think right now it is a perk to be a top 16 team. And so until that is neutralized because crowds are that ravenous, I also think that it's okay to reward the top 16, right? Like, I'm okay with that.
Okay. The only way to do it.
Monica, you're the greatest. The only thing I need from you before we go is a movie that you want Don LaGreca to watch while he's traveling. Because I think now what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Right. Great point.
And I think you should think about a classic that Don hasn't seen.
No. It's not going to be a super classic, but I got this for you guys. Did you watch, this is not my movie selection, but I do want your opinion, particularly you, Rosenberg. Did you do One Battle After Another?
I did. Don just watched it. I've seen it as well.
I hated it. Personally hated it. Just hated it.
I think it was well done. I think the acting was tremendous, and I don't have a problem with it being Best Picture. I would never watch it again. And it was just, first of all, the Lockjaw character, very, very disturbing. There was no hero. There was no one to root for. Even though they were, protesting, trying to do the right thing, they were bad people. Like, everybody was bad. It just,
the karate instructor, he wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yes, but he wasn't a main character. But you've got two sides, but so where's the connection? So these white Aryans, are they running the country? Are they running the military? Yeah. Are they running the police? I don't know. I felt
Monica, you hated the whole thing. You didn't enjoy anything about it.
Listen to me, and I am rooting for Tiana Taylor. That movie could never ever be made, and I want my time back. I was literally had it on in my house, and I was so annoyed. Every 15 minutes or so, I was like, I'm turning this off. This is stupid. But then I was like, but he's winning all this award. It has to get better, right? And by the end, it's like sitting and looking at roadkill. I hated every bit of it. I hate it.
I'm not that passionate about the hatred, but I'm kind of with you that
I loved the first hour of the movie.
About it.
I thought the first hour was tremendous. Loved it.
I hate it all.
And I absolutely love Leonardo DiCaprio's like anti-hero, like stumbling, bumbling weed head. I just thought he was funny.
But there's just, I don't, listen, maybe I'm stupid, which is definitely on the table. But you're releasing all of these immigrants to where? Like, you're setting them free to where? Like, that was never explained. What exactly are you doing? I was so confused at the beginning of the movie. I had an idea what they were doing. They're supposed to be good. but it was like a plot hole to me. Okay, you freed them. To where?
Yeah.
To just get captured again? To go back to the country that they wanted to flee in the first place?
This is this is very interesting takes from both of you.
I don't. Right, Monica? It's the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
Monica,
what
you
is
didn't
going
give
on here?
You didn't give an assignment, though. All you did was have Don now basically rant about the movie.
Because this is my assignment. Because I was talking to a friend of mine who actually used to work on Tiana Taylor's team, and I very much appreciate his perspective. And I,
Name drop. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My Super Sue 16, like I remember Tiana Taylor, the skater girl. Like I am rooting for her as an artist, as a creator, whatever. I was thrilled that she got the awards when I was won for the movie, but when I watched the movie, I was very disappointed. Now he said to me.
Yep.
He said to me that she won. I have a whole different theory. We can talk about it another time. He said to me that she won because she should have been nominated for 1001. I 100% agree that 1001 is a far more compelling movie and a better performance from her.
Ooh.
So I would like to offer to you, Don LaGreca, please find 1001. I know that Tiana Taylor probably was not the character or the actress that hooked you to that show, but we've all seen the Leo and the Sean Penn movies, whatever. Please go and check out 1001 and just tell me where you land on that movie.
All right, I'm between Nashville and Raleigh, so I will check it out. And watching that movie was like eating kale. Like it felt like it's good for you. People are supposed to. I didn't like it. So what I did is right after that, I watched Happy Gilmore 2, which was like a big fat.
There you go.
Huge banana split. It was bad for me, but I enjoyed. I needed something, right? I didn't want something good for me, good for my soul, good for my brain. I just wanted to shut down and enjoy for 2 hours some comedy. So that's how I made up for it.
All right, so 1001 is the recommendation from Monica McNutt. We will talk to you next week.
Okay. I will preface it, though. 1001 is not like Happy Gilmore, but it is to me, it's a far more compelling movie.
Stunning.
It's a better story.
I needed a palate cleanser. That's what I needed.
Right.
So,
I get it. All right. Thank you, Monica.
Take care.
Oh, Donica McNutt. They are out on. Well, Alan, you now have to see it.
I literally am going. Where can I see it? Okay, it's on HBO Max.
It's already there.
It's on other places, but I'm on it. On it.
Tremendous movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with these people.
You love it. So this is why I have to break the tie.
This is big,
but I need to wait.
No,
unfortunately, this is going to have to take to the weekend.
Yeah, okay.
Is that all right? Saturday night.
I have a theory on what Peter is doing, but I also want to let you know.
I loved.
I'm big on having the right game plan.
Yeah.
On the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your home and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPestControl.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out. We've got a list, and it's a big one. It's coming up next. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
This baseball season, FanDuel is letting you choose your own reward for opening week. Betting customizations that transform how you experience the game. Make your choice, and the reward will be ready to use on your next MLB bet. FanDuel is the home of home runs. Gotta love Soto and Judge early in the season, man. How can you not? So, ready to play your game? Head to FanDuel.com/local to choose your reward for MLB's opening week. Betting customizations that transform how you experience the game. Make your choice, and the reward will be ready to use on your next MLB bet. FanDuel is the home of home runs. FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB. 21 and over in Fisley, Present, New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration. Leg requirements and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Hitting the brakes on the LA eastbound, heading into Nassau County. Over by Little Neck Parkway, it's a broken down transport van in the center lane with police on the scene. Add that to the volume. You're jammed from the Grand Central in Queens. Stop and go right on the Belt westbound, heading over to the Verrazano in Brooklyn from Flatbush Avenue. You stay on the brakes on the Staten Island Expressway westbound, heading over to the West Shore. Not so great on the Deegan southbound, heading over to the outbound George. Crash in the right lane by Van Cortlandt Park South. Delays there starting to back up onto 87 in Yonkers. Inbound Georgia about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln already about 20 minutes. Outbound Hahn 20 to 25. This report is sponsored by the Weather Bug. Get the fastest local alerts and accurate 24/7 forecast with the Weather Bug. It's easy to use so the weather never takes you by surprise. Download the free Weather Bug app in the App Store today. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your six figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year one needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
You just made the list, buddy.
This is The List with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
Oh, yeah, Don.
I'm looking forward to this because we have
no
idea. We were left in the dark, as per usual. This is all done. Full done vehicle. We are merely, what are we, spectators, listeners? Right, we're in the audience right now.
Yeah, we're audience. But real quick before we do it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm ready. It is game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey because when it's game time. I like that. It's Tully time. Rangers Leafs with coverage following us on 880 at 7. Plus we'll have coverage of the Hawks Pistons on 1050 at 6:30 like you dream about. Yankees season underway. against the Giants at 8 on Netflix, and the Nets at the Warriors. Oh, so you could go, wow, what a big night it is for the Yes Crew out in the Bay. Nets Warriors at 10 also. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Don the list.
All right, you ready? Because it's opening day, you know. There's one big game later on tonight. Opening night, I guess you would call it. Top 5 reasons why Rob Manfred is a terrible commissioner.
I love this.
The Manfred Man.
Yes.
This is a phenomenal. I don't care what's on the list. I love it.
Number 5, too many apps. I get everybody's got apps, but I need Netflix. I need Apple. I need Peacock. I need Amazon. I mean, give me a break already. Cord cutters were trying to kind of scale things down, not all of a sudden have as many apps as they had cable channels. Ridiculous. And it's been on his watch. I know it's a money grab and the owners are happy about it, but if I'm a Yankee fan, I have 6-7 different apps to watch the games. Ridiculous. That's number 5.
Okay.
Number 4, too many unstable franchises. What's going on with the A's? Are they going to be in Vegas? They're in Sacramento. 2 teams playing in minor league parks. I get the Rays. That was an accident, but still, Sacramento, are they going to move to Vegas? They broke ground, but the building's not going to be ready. It's a disaster. The Marlins are still a mess. They're talking about expanding, and yet you have at least 3 teams that are in financial trouble, in bad arenas, bad cities. It's all happening on his watch. He's not correcting it. That's number 4. Number 3, he has ruined opening day. Opening day used to be a holiday.
Thank you.
The Reds would play the first game because they were technically the first Major League Baseball team in 1869. And you'd have what we were talking about, Alan. Remember?
Yep.
It'd be great if the NBA and the NHL had a full slate of playoff games, afternoon right through night. That's what Major League Baseball had on opening day. Everybody playing games from noon until 10:30 at night that would carry over to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Awesome.
Now we got one night game. And Peter, you said it earlier when I was trying to get connected. Listen, I know they want the world to be into Yankees-Giants, and the Yankees are a national team, but it's not football. It's not basketball. It's a regional sport. The majority of the people watching are going to be Giant and Yankee fans, and now you've got some teams playing tomorrow, not everybody, and it won't be until Friday that finally everybody would have played a game. He has stretched what was a tremendous holiday into 3 days.
Too much.
Of an opening day. It's not even the weekend. Awful. That's number.
Don, this could have been
3.
this, if I may. This could have been number 1 easily with a bullet. Could have been. And because think about all the opportunities you had on a day like today to just dominate the day from the afternoon all the way through. And then you have like on the network, you do your like whip around. You just check it. First home run of the season. Right? All the different things that are happening in the different buildings, seeing the different weather in all the different stadiums. One place it looks absolutely delicious and gorgeous out, and another place it's snowing. Like, it just, to me, that makes it feel bigger than just one game. Right? Like that, like they really the tradition
football.
of it was lost. Yes. Yes.
All of these sports have to realize you're not football. You'll never be football. You'll never create a game a football game. Accept it.
Lean into
it, man. It's working for you.
Love it.
Local is working for you.
All right, now I got to hear 2 and 1. Let's go.
Well, the reason, too, because it's irritated me to no end. It's what these guys live for. It's what these guys strive for. What an ignorant comment to call the baseball trophy.
Oh, hunk of metal?
Piece of tin.
No, piece of tin.
Even worse.
I mean, it was just ignorant. It was tone deaf. It was just everything that's wrong with Rob Manfred. And number 1, because it's still a thing to me, is that he never rightfully punished the Houston Astros for cheating. Those players all got away with it.
Al loves it.
Managers lose jobs, but the players walked.
It's a standing up.
The players walked. It was a joke. He showed, and he thought, well, I knew in order to get the information, I had to give immunity. Well, you know what? You gave it up, man. You gave up your self-respect. You gave up your power. You gave up your integrity, and nothing came of it whatsoever.
Al's emotional.
The 5 reasons why Rob Manfred is a bad commissioner. Number 5, too many apps. Number 4, unstable franchises. Number 3, ruined opening day. Number 2, calling the trophy a piece of tin. And number 1, never punishing the Houston Astro players for cheating. That's my top 5.
My God. Put it in the Hall of Fame now. In the Hall of Fame.
Wow. You hear
now.
that?
Yeah.
Just don't even have to wait. No 5-year wait. Unanimous vote. In the Hall. This is the best list you've ever made. Ever.
Thank you. I never saw Alan so legitimately excited for the list. Just the fact that I said what the subject was, I had him at hello.
You had me at hello. You drew me in. I didn't care what you were going to say after that. And then you know what you did? You made it even better. You made me want more. You said 3, and I'm like, whoa, if that's not number 1, what else we got coming? Oh, I forgot about the piece of tin thing, and then the Astros thing? 10 years later? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, come on.
I'm so happy.
That was beautifully done.
Phenomenal list. What a way to start off the season.
And it's just so true. I mean, we really we talked about this before the show. We don't want to spend opening day, because tomorrow's opening day.
Night.
This opening night, we don't want to spend the first day of a baseball game like complaining and wagging our old man fingers all day long.
Right.
But at the same time, doing this fakakta first night, one game, Netflix, Wednesday Addams integration, it's just the combo of it is, who is it for, man?
Just sell away the sport. On the one, Don, I know we talk about, and you guys like to joke about how it's religion, right? How baseball, for some fans, it's like it's just too much and all. But there is something sacred in sports. Out of the 4 majors, there's something sacred about opening day. It always felt that way. Something sacred about it.
Right.
And they tried to become what the NFL and the NBA, like they tried to become, well, everybody else is doing this, these standalone games that start the season, and what you're forgetting is what you said in your list, Don. You're a regional sport, lean into it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you're not.
Be who you are.
Own it, be better at it, make other sports go, wow, that was awesome. They had the whole league playing at one time, and everybody was caught up in it. That was really cool. That's what it's supposed to be. So please, for the love of God, go back to that.
You know, it's so funny because everybody wants to be football, and everybody's trying to capture the March Madness Thursday and Friday.
Yeah,
like those are the 2 things that I think everybody's looking for. All right, you're never going to be football. That's just the way that it is. All right, accept it. You try to be, but it's not going to work, and it really comes at the expense of what you are and your identity, which is a regional sport. And we say that pejoratively, but there's nothing wrong with being a regional sport. You do well, and it makes money. And in a lot of the regions, the sport is very, very healthy. But the trying to duplicate the Thursday, Friday of March Madness is an easy do, man. You could make that. The reason that people get excited about all these games, yeah, they're meaningful, but for the most part, it's like, hell no, it's cool. I'm at work and there are games on.
Yep.
There's things that we saw it during COVID where you would see hockey games and basketball games being played during the day because they're trying to make up for it. We saw it in the bubble. And I know it's not going to get the ratings when a game's on at 3:00 in the afternoon, but you want people talking about your sport into it. And opening day, let's face it, it's not really an opening. It's an opening weekend in the NFL. They've got their Brazil game on Friday. They got the game on national television on Thursday, so it's kind of spread out. NBA and the NHL don't do it. They kind of piecemeal it.
Well, the NBA does do one, because this year it was the NBC, right? They had a doubleheader.
Right.
And then ESPN had a doubleheader the next night. And then you had to wait till Friday for everybody in the league to play.
Right.
That's how that went down.
But if you could just find a way to just have a day, and let's face it, if it was today or tomorrow, what else is going on? There's some important NHL and NBA games, but for the most part, we're in the dog days here.
Yeah.
People just getting ready for the postseason, right? You got a couple of nice races. I mean, obviously the Islanders, and that was a tough loss for them last night, that are playing meaningful games. But for the most part, overall, NBA and NHL fans just waiting for the postseason, or their season's already over, like in the case of the Devils and the Rangers. Basketball, the same thing. You could own a day. You really could.
This was the day to own. Yeah.
And so, but
swing and a miss.
I understand money. See, commissioners are always judged by how much money they make for the owners. So I'm sure the owners will say, I don't know why he's getting on Rob Manfred. He's doing a great job. But I also think you got to think about the fans and growing the sport. And Rob Manfred has never thought about that. I'll give him credit for the pitch clock. I think that's worked for sure. But, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. But overall, I've been not happy with his performance.
All right, now I have a couple of things for us to get to on the other side of this, including a little interesting tidbit about the Jets and their possible interest in a quarterback.
Oh.
So we'll hit that on the other side.
Okay.
But Don, you said something that troubled me before the break, and I want an answer.
Yes.
I mean, you can also give me this on the other side. You said you knew what I was doing with regard to the movie conversation.
Yeah, I know what it is.
And I don't know what he's doing, what he's talking about.
I know. I know exactly.
You know, I don't know, but you know.
Oh, by making me see it?
No, by him liking it.
By me liking it.
Oh, saying you like it.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's.
I haven't seen the movie.
We're gonna find that out.
Alan, you haven't seen the movie, but you're gonna 100% be on board. You're gonna agree.
I'll agree with you that he's up to something.
Yes.
So then you can't talk about it until I see the movie. This has to be embargoed until I see the movie.
No, you don't have to see the movie.
You don't even have to see the movie to know?
Oh.
I literally watched that movie with no idea what I was getting into. My friend Chauncey was in town. Me, Chauncey, and Natalie watched it, and I was just thoroughly entertained. They both liked it, and I was like, this is awesome. I was so into it.
No, there's
I don't know what.
Now I don't have the bandwidth today to watch this movie.
Well, you don't have to watch it today, but we're going to need an answer.
I can't tomorrow. I have a game. Friday night is the earliest I could do this, and that's Stephanie's night.
Has
so
she seen it?
Saturday, she'll be out. She'll be with Gracie for volleyball.
But Friday, has she seen the movie?
No.
She doesn't like Leo? And
no, not that stuff. She won't watch that.
She won't watch a good sort of action-packed Leo movie?
Zero interest in that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on with her?
Rom-com.
Just rom-coms?
Straight up those, yeah.
That's it?
That, yeah. And documentaries.
Rom-coms and documentaries.
She's a teacher.
Wow, that's polar opposites.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anyways, there's a lot happening. We'll be right back. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
St. John's has advanced to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1999. Now, East Region top seed Duke stands in the Johnny's way for a trip to the Elite Eight. Coverage begins Friday at 6:50, only on 1050 ESPN.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This month, you'll be feeling March magic when you win your share of $50,000 cash during our Rainbow Riches drawing. Be here every Wednesday in March from 2 to 7 p.m. Each hour, one lucky guest is drawn to win up to $5,000 cash. Earn entry starting at 12:30 p.m. Come chase the rainbow every Wednesday in March, where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Discover where your future can take you at SUNY Canton Spring Open House on Saturday, April 25th. Explore exciting new programs like data science and analytics and cybersecurity designed to prepare you for today's most in-demand careers. Tour campus, meet faculty, connect with current students, and sit down with financial aid representatives. Plus, attendees can enter for a chance to win a scholarship. For registration details and information about courtesy bus trips from New York, email admissions@canton.edu. SUNY Canton, your future starts here.
Ox Spine at New York Presbyterian is always in pursuit of a better way to heal the spine. We're getting more people moving again with minimally invasive, non-surgical, and surgical treatments with innovative solutions for every back and spine condition and your unique needs. Expert spine care is available now across New York City and Westchester. Find a doctor at nyp.org/oxspine. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Become a Yankees Universe Fan Club member today. Explorer and rookie membership packages are now available. And every Yankees Universe member receives a membership card, 2 tickets to a 2026 Yankees home game, access to a members-only website, and more. Plus, rookie members receive an official New York Yankees t-shirt. And best of all, a portion of every membership supports Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, benefiting pediatric cancer research. Join Yankees Universe today. Visit Yankees.com/universe.
50 years from now, will jeans be wide or skinny? Will email still exist? Will guac still be extra? One thing is certain. If you won the new Millionaire for Life from the New Jersey Lottery today, you'd still be getting $1 million every year for life. That's enough money to say, bring it on, the future. I will have that guacamole at any price.
Play the new Millionaire for Life today. Anything can happen in Jersey. Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Clinton Yates here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast. Others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
It's about time delivery worked on your schedule. Same day, next day, or scheduled in advance. However you plan it, the Home Depot delivers the whole job. From drywall to doors, plumbing to paint, we'll get it there when you need it. Because on the job site, timing is everything. You order, we deliver. It's that easy. The Home Depot Pro. It's about time.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, get Verizon Fios and a line of mobile for just $64.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabit per second for $20 a month. And unlimited welcome for $45 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more.
For new Fios internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
Now Don can have an idea of what we're talking about here.
Yeah, I had no idea what this song is.
You know what? When Monica's on from now on, this is her intro. This is her walk-up.
You know what?
Song.
I like that.
Let's remember that. All right, just clip it, call it Monica's theme, and now
she defined ruggish without me even realizing what was happening here.
I never thought of it that way. That it was actually
rugged.
You're not rugged. You're ruggish.
Yeah, I never thought about it either.
Like you're trying to be, but you're not hitting the mark.
No surprise.
Yes.
Carlin just, thrashing Richard.
I'm predicting Carlin is basically like, what was it, 92 UNLV? Was that the year?
91.
91 UNLV?
90 was the year they won. 91 they lost to Duke,
They
right?
lost to Duke, yeah. But I'm 91 UNLV, where they just...
The unstoppable, 30-0.
machine.
Yeah. Stacey Augmon, jam. Anderson Hunt for 3.
No.
Larry Johnson, jam.
Oh, just that team was...
special. Special.
Right.
Now, right now, it's looking very chalk in Drop Madness so far. Very, very chalk. Up and down throughout the day. Just favorites kind of running...
It's funny. I was trying to think of a strange pull off that UNLV team.
Did I do it?
No.
Was it Anderson Hunt?
Anderson Hunt's not it. There's another guy from New York.
Yeah, Greg Anthony?
No. Greg Anthony's a good one too, but he's not a strange pull.
No, he became a TV personality forever.
Wasn't there like a
There's one more. Hold on.
Like a scooter. Wasn't there a
scooter? There's no scooter.
There's no scooter. There was no. Come on,
no scooter.
Are you sure there was no scooter?
Stacey Augmon.
Yes.
Anderson Hunt.
Yeah.
Larry Johnson.
I'm talking about a strange pull off.
Greg Anthony.
Travis Bice, Elmore Spencer.
No, come on.
Elmore Spencer, I remember, but no.
He's from New York. Come
Barry
on.
Young, George Ackles,
George Ackles, great player. Keep going. God, this was a time for college basketball, buddy.
There was somebody on this team that had like a crazy name.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, Brian Emazirian.
You're killing me.
Brian Emazirian.
You're just killing me.
Is that an
now.
Armenian player who Tark liked? I guess Tark found himself another Armenian guy, and we got to get this guy on the team.
Why can't I?
But those are the days. Now, Don, while Alan's racking his brain.
So
you
mad
were
right
thinking
now.
about the year before, Moses Scurry.
Moses Scurry. That's a strange pull.
That is.
I don't remember Moses.
Oh,
I just
love Moses.
I just named a lot of players. I don't remember Moses Scurry.
Well, he was on the year before. That's why.
That's
I
why
guess so.
he was on that team, and that's
So
my bad.
So what's your theory?
Where was he from?
What's your theory, Alan? You can do the rest of this in your head now.
He was from Brooklyn. That's it. I'm done. I'm out.
Oh, you got
I
it?
I just needed to know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Where is he from?
Brooklyn.
Okay.
I knew he was in New York. Moses.
So Don, your theory on what's going on with me?
You're gonna get mad at me.
Me and One Battle After Another, a movie that won Best Picture. So I'm not the only person who thinks it's good.
Yeah, but I think no. But so what? You won Best Picture.
Well,
that means you're a great picture. Doesn't mean it's an enjoyable picture. The thing is that we talk all the time. We're friendly.
I'd say
all
so.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
We meet and we never talk about the show. We talk about other things.
Yeah.
You never said anything about how you love this movie.
Well, I only saw it. I only saw it a few weeks ago. I mean, I saw it when it was already free on TV.
And I don't think you really enjoyed it. What is there to enjoy?
I loved it.
There's no. It's not quotable at all. There isn't one particular scene that you're anxiously awaiting to see.
I love.
There's nothing there.
I loved the movie, Don. I don't know what to tell you. I
think you want to love it.
This is an insane.
I'm going to tell you why.
I'm getting. I'm getting flashbacks right now.
No, nothing's gonna happen.
No.
So
I'm not
now's a
that
good time.
emotionally invested.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Yeah. Alan, you heard me talking during the break with Anthony.
Yeah.
Did it seem like I was putting on?
No.
I love this. I thought it was really
like it. I think you genuinely believe you like it.
No,
we're gonna end.
No,
somebody's gonna say moron anytime.
But you weren't entertained.
Here it comes.
You did not.
There was nothing at the only. I'm going to tell you what.
You didn't find the beginning entertaining. The first 40 minutes.
No.
Don,
it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. It was just eye candy. It didn't make any sense. And here's the thing. I am more than anybody in this room, and maybe even listening to the show. There's no bigger Paul Thomas Anderson fan than me. I love him.
Okay.
And so so if anybody wants to like a movie, it would be me.
Sure.
Because I'm a fan of his.
But what if your expectations are too high? Is it possible? I'm not a Paul Thomas Anderson guy. I didn't go in with some sort of expectations. I literally just turned the movie on.
Unconsciously, it's you want to like it.
Anthony, I'd like to bring you in for a moment. I'm not asking you on your overall rating of the movie.
Sure.
Don does not believe I was entertained. I'm asking you as a person who simply saw the movie. Again, I don't need your overall rating. Were you entertained for the 2 hours you spent with the movie?
Well, I'll just go with our conversation. You, to me, seemed entertained by the movie when you told me that you saw the movie.
Oh, that's what. Was I part of why you saw it?
No,
but you remember me telling you.
We had both seen it, and I said, did you see it yet? And you said, yeah, I really liked it. That was the first thing you told me about the movie.
Okay, but were you entertained when you turned on the film?
I was entertained by the movie. I think that for Paul Thomas Anderson movies, Don was underwhelmed. And
That's what I think.
I think that probably hurt him.
I think it hurt him because I thought the Leo character was so funny. I loved the scene also when they jump to the future and you see that the daughter is now a teenager and she's training while they're playing Dirty Work by Steely Dan. I just thought it was a well done.
Training for what? They should still be on the run.
But you're going like a little too Captain Literal, man, to the point that you can't even enjoy it.
The whole idea is they're hunted by this whole Aryan race. They're not going to give up. You know those people. They're going to continue to hunt them down. But yet, instead of hiding, I'm now going to go to Oakland and get involved in a protest. That's real bright. That makes no sense. There's a complete disconnect. It was just people doing things. But there was no conclusion. There was no anything.
So what you're trying to say is I'm going to help.
Nothing happened in the movie.
That was the working title before One Battle After Another. People doing things.
They
workshopped it.
I think we're going to have to move on from this.
Please.
One meaningless thing after another. That's what the movie should have been called.
Boy.
It was well acted. It was well shot. It was well directed. There's no story. There's nothing going on.
So
what's the end result? What are they?
But we were entertained.
French 75 or 174. What are they doing?
But we were entertained during the 2 hours that we watched it, even if there were gaps in it.
Entertained by what? What scene? The only scene I could see that you would look forward to if you watched it again would be the end. That was kind of unique.
I thought the opening scene when you meet Sean Penn's character and Tiana Taylor meets him, and as she's sort of doing this crazed terrorist attack, she's also sexually assaulting him, was a bizarre and interesting scene. Fine, you could think it's stupid.
It makes no sense.
That's Don. You're allowed to think that, but
it doesn't go anywhere.
Okay, all right.
Here we go.
It was a forced plot.
Wait, Don, maybe we see it differently. Okay. Maybe we saw
because I think you want to see it differently.
I want you to jump in.
There was nothing. Would you see it? You would actually see it again?
I want to know
see it again?
What this Jets news is.
All right, I have the Jets news.
Desperately need to
Jets
know.
need a quarterback. Big news.
What
that is
news
as stale as
is.
17-week-old
I know, and guess what? It's still freaking better than what you two are doing
now.
We can't keep
Let's
doing it.
Jets need a quarterback. It's 1978. Namath just left to go to the Rams. Who's going to be the quarterback?
Richard Todd.
Is Richard Todd the answer?
Yeah, and somewhere a 10-year-old boy got a jersey for Christmas, and now he's doomed for life.
It's actually the plot of one battle after another. The Jets looking for a quarterback.
Yeah, one desperate search after another. On the other side, Jets quarterback news right here on DHR.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. Join DiPietro and Rothenberg Thursday, April 23rd for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft, presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants have 3 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. From the big decisions to the big-time drama, catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive, and it's all from Calandra's Bakery and your home for football talk, ESPN New York.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. If you're heading into Brooklyn over at the Williamsburg Bridge, stay away from the outer roadway. Broken down truck on the span has it blocked. Traffic is at a standstill there from the Manhattan side. We've got a new issue on the Van Wyck northbound over by Liberty Avenue in Queens. Broken down mini school bus in the right lane. You're crawling there from the Belt and JFK. Staten Island Expressway westbound, just packed heading over to the West Shore. Long line of brake lights from the Verrazano on through. Inbound George, Upper Deck, about a 5 to 10 minute ride. Worst of it's the outbound side, Cross Bronx westbound. You're jammed there from the Bronx River Parkway. Outbound Lincoln will run you 15 to 20. Outbound Holland 20 to 30. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
The NBA moves fast, and the stars move faster. With DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, you're never a step behind. DraftKings keeps pace with every play, offering industry-leading live betting, dynamic odds that shift as the game unfolds, and more open markets more often. They're live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. Get in on the action with live player props as the most exciting performances unfold in real time. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. That's code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problems gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips, and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York. It's opening night in baseball.
I love what Don said, so I'm just because I want to bring this conversation up because we did open with this. It is opening night. One game for Major League Baseball rather than celebrate a traditional opening day where we have everybody playing and a lot of fun just seeing all the firsts of the season. Tonight, Yankees, Giants in San Francisco. It is on Netflix and only on Netflix. So, yes, all of us old guys can get pissed off that we're stuck on one app and can't navigate around to watch other things. But they are having, it's always like who's throwing out the first pitch. As we know, it'll be Thing from Wednesday.
Or Wednesday, as you said.
Wednesday. Of course, Addams Family Vehicle. That is on Netflix, and that is very popular.
Huge.
The kids love it.
They love Wednesdays.
And we saw a video.
Hump Day. Some call it Hump Day.
Of Thing on a skateboard or something?
Skateboard, yeah.
Yeah, just so it's, I don't know how it's going to do the throwing at the first pitch thing. It's not a human being. It's literally a thing. No one's really impressed. But, Don, there is something that it could do.
Yes.
That would impress all of us.
Now, if you watch it, because it's making rounds on social media, it's on a skateboard and it's on the infield, and it's moving its thumbs up. It's moving number one. I want to see it give the finger. I was waiting for it to give the finger. And what it looks like to me, because it's on a skateboard, I guess it's going to roll to the catcher. Yay!
I don't know.
It better paint the black at 90. That's all I'm saying.
It's not going to paint the black.
You know what? It still might be a strike. And then we'll have to tap our head and get the first
Wait,
ABS
no, he has to tap his. No, Thing has to tap his.
No, the catcher has to.
No, Thing has to. I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know what he's tapping.
Hey, it's 5 fingers. He can figure it out.
Give the finger. Show me.
Why don't you right there? Show me something. For all of you that hate that I'm doing this, for all of you that think this is totally corporate, right there. What do you think of that?
Listen, I know you got to make money, right? And everybody's going to the apps. And then listen, Netflix is the one app. Netflix is like the TBS of old cable. Like no matter how you downgraded your cable, like the basic cable, you got TBS. Everybody's got Netflix, right? I mean, everybody's got it. So it's not even the inconvenience or the issue with it being on an app tonight. Because, hey, if you wanted to have the opening day idea I had, where everybody's playing, put it all on Netflix. I just want to see everybody playing. I want there to be a traditional opening day. Now, I realize we always had that Sunday night game on ESPN that was the standalone game. But during the week, and then some are going to play tomorrow, not everybody, and then some will have their opening day on Friday. I don't know. It's a shame. It really is, but I'm sure it made him a ton of money.
Yeah.
I'm sure this Wednesday thing is a big partnership. I wouldn't be surprised if Judge plays Lurch in one of the episodes this season or something. They'll have some sort of a crossover.
Dude.
Well, I wonder if this will be in an episode. Right?
It might.
They'll use some, video from it because it's their production, and they'll put it into an episode so there's all the crossover that we all know these networks love.
You got to do it. We all have to, what ourselves sometimes.
Do what?
Make money and get attention. But on opening day, you got very little left. Baseball has completely detached itself from being the the true sport of this country, right? It was supposed to be our national pastime. Now it's become our national pass the time while we wait for football.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
And it shouldn't. And one of the ways that it's different than other sports is it has a traditional opening day. Just like my son, when he has his opening day in a couple of weeks, there's going to be a parade.
Yes.
And there's going to be the bunting on the fences, and everybody's going to play. And you make it a moment. It's Americana. It's special. Everybody else can afford to be corporate, because as much as I love hockey and you love basketball and we all love football, there is a connection to this country and baseball, and it fades by the year. And it's changed. It used to be the most affordable of the sports to go see. That's now over. It was the one show. It was the one sport that actually had over the air instead of it being on cable. That's now changed. And there's been a disconnect. The one thing baseball had over everybody, the sense of Americana, the sense of history. And you think back to that speech that James Earl Jones gives, right, where he talks about that the blackboard, it's erased and then built again, but the one constant is baseball. Remember, he gives that whole speech, and that's all. It's over. It just feels like it's over. And I love it, and I'm passionate about it. But over time, it's really lost the one little unique thing that it had over all the other sports, that connection to the history. And I'm not sensing that anymore.
Yeah, it's not what you want. We'll get more into the baseball. We want to talk to you guys too. 1-800-919-3776. Does this feel like opening day to you at all? Like, are you annoyed that tonight's game is a Netflix vehicle where Thing from Addams Family is throwing out the opening pitch? Maybe you don't give a damn. And maybe it's the kind of thing that people like us complain about, people in the business are kind of annoyed with, but actual fans all go, whatever, I have Netflix, I'm watching the game, doesn't matter to me. I just think my main thing is I just don't feel the whole country will be locked in because it's one random baseball game. I mean, I'm not a Yankee fan, I'm not a Giants fan, I'm probably a lot more apt to want to watch basketball tonight. As I'm sitting here on a relatively cool New York day, Don, I'd rather watch Celtics Thunder than a Giants-Yankee game.
Well, no,
nice
I'd rather watch Yankees-Giants.
No, you would because you're a Yankee fan.
Yeah,
but that's
100%.
not a national event, though, is my point.
Yeah,
that's a local event for you as a fan.
You know what's weird, too, about it is that if it was the Dodgers, you probably could make the bigger argument of this is a team of the century type thing. They're trying to go for 3 in a row.
And it's a rivalry game.
Let them start the season. Putting the Yankees here as a team that's kind of
Oh, you meant Dodgers-Giants. I meant Yankees-Dodgers. You meant Yankees-Dodgers or Dodgers-Giants?
I would have done either.
Either one would be better than this.
Either. I don't know what Yankees-Giants does for anyone nationally, but I do think Dodgers-Giants, which I don't think you'll waste on an opening day. Dodgers-Yankees, you probably aren't wasting that on an opening day. But Dodgers-something, Dodgers-Red Sox, the
Yankees are a national team. They'll get a decent, because there are people around the country that are Yankee fans, and there's people that hate the Yankees that'll hate watch. Giants, not so much a national team, but it's a unique matchup, right? It's not something you see every day. The Yankees are very rarely in San Francisco. I mean, that'll change now with the new schedule where every other year they'll be there. But yeah, I remember what a big deal it was, Alan. You'll remember when Barry Bonds played at Yankee Stadium. Like that was so crazy 20 years ago, right? Because he never did.
Right.
He hit a bomb. Down the first base line, like way into the upper.
Well,
deck,
that part probably exists for Giants fans to see Aaron Judge to some degree. Fun to see the biggest star of the game
going back home, and there's a lot of different things. Listen, I don't want to completely eviscerate it. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad first game, and again, it'll get a decent rating. I'm just saying that opening day was as close to a sports national holiday as we had, and now it's gone.
But and again, to be clear, it's been gone. It's just the more it's been gone, the more we just keep saying this just isn't hitting right. But it's not as it should. I know.
But it's also the fact that not everybody's playing tomorrow either. Like maybe I'd feel differently about it if everybody was playing tomorrow, because that's usually how it went. You'd get Yankees Red Sox on a Sunday night on ESPN, and then that Monday it would be opening day and everybody would play. And then it would feel like, all right, well, that's opening day. Or there'd be a year where there'd be that stupid series in Japan when there's actual exhibition games going on, spring training games are going on, but a meaningful like A's Mariners game would be played in Tokyo or a series, and that would count. But people just ignored that, and then they just went about their regular opening day stuff. But there's going to be I looked at it. I don't remember who. There's going to be a bunch of teams that have to wait till Friday.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, this sport, and we talk about it because I do think it's something that, again, the more it's talked about, the more at least you would hope it gets to the ears of people at Major League Baseball who might say, hey, we've been doing this for a while, and maybe we should go back to the idea of the grand season opening day.
Well,
and then the next night, if you want to do a standalone, fine. But opening day is something, there's something special about it, or at least it used to be, and maybe it's something that baseball should consider going forward. That's all we're saying.
But unfortunately, baseball doesn't have a lot of things that are marketable to get these apps to want to pay big, right? So Netflix isn't going to pay. They want the exclusivity of having the first game. That's what they're paying for. Yeah, they don't want to have to pay for a game on a Saturday or a Sunday, because that's something they want to offer. Getting the big time teams, like now the Mets are going to be on Peacock, and the Yankees are going to be on Netflix, because there's only a handful of teams that these apps are going to want to pay for to have the exclusivity for.
The big audience.
And it happens too. Listen, how many Ranger games end up on ESPN Plus or end up on ABC or end up on TNT, taken away from the regionals, because the Rangers, even a bad season, they're still a team that gets a number, because there's only a handful of teams that do that in the NHL.
And one thing I was wondering too, as we're talking about this, and we earlier talked about how, again, a Yankee fan doesn't get to hear Michael Kay and the broadcast, the home broadcast. You don't get to hear that. The Mets fans aren't going to hear Gary, Keith, and Ron for the first game of the season. But if you look at where regional sports networks, even though they thrive in the major markets, especially here in New York, everywhere else, the regional sports network thing is almost like, do they have their home announcers still, even with so many of them being swallowed up by the league? Like, how does that?
Yeah,
I don't know how it works, so I don't know if there still is that hometown call feel on the TV side if these networks are going to be run by Major League Baseball.
It's just a guess. I think they still have the announcers. It's being run by Major League Baseball.
So production,
because they're hemorrhaging money. It's really out, and it's more and more and more of them every single year. These regional networks going out, but that just shows you how important opening day is. Because like Met fans are freaking out, Yankee fans are freaking out. They're not getting their guys on opening day. They're still going to get them for 135 times during the year, but opening day is special, right? They'll get Gary, Keith, and Ron. The next time, the next game that they play, because what are they going to? They're playing so they'll play Saturday because they'll take the day off on Friday.
Yeah,
but opening day's different, right? Like, just acknowledge that opening day is special.
Yes, right. That's what we wish. Maybe going forward. That's all we're saying. We know it's been a while. So MLB local media has taken over broadcasting for at least 15 teams. Especially this is after the whole FanDuel Sports Network thing, the Bally Sports Diamond thing collapsed. The league produces the games. It largely retains the existing familiar team-employed announcers and production crews rather than completely replacing them. So it's essentially what are they doing? They're paying for the truck. Right? Is that basically what it is?
I guess so, yeah.
This is what it feels like. And so you still get the continuity of your announcers and those who know your team. So, okay. So, yeah, regardless, you're still getting the home announcers. But in New York, big market, L.A., Chicago, some of the bigger markets, Boston, you still have that feel of our network, our announcers. And yet, because they're big markets, early in the season, the Nationals are going to take as many as they can and take them away from that. So it's going to take a while before you can settle into your season with your broadcasters.
Now, we've teased it. We got to say it. The New York Jets are having themselves a private workout. I know you're excited, Don, for none other than the aforementioned over the last couple of days, Dan Orlovsky's favorite quarterback, Ty Simpson.
Yes.
So a private workout is happening. Does this do anything for you?
Due diligence.
Well, but why wouldn't they? right?
Yeah.
They're hoping he's going to be there at 16. I doubt very seriously that they would take him at 2, but you never know what kind of momentum is going to get created here between now and the draft. But I always felt that was somewhat overrated, Peter, because I think teams that don't need quarterbacks will take a look at guys, right? You always, like Alan said, you want to do your due diligence. You want to know everything there is to know about every possible player that could be selected. So yeah, I would be surprised if the Jets didn't have a private workout for him, right?
No, that's what I mean. I think the due diligence has to be done, and I think if you're Muji, it's not just him. It's several. Nussmeier and was it Aller? All the different quarterbacks that are going to be available. Beck. Like, I think you're going to sit down with all of them because that's what you're supposed to do when you're a franchise that doesn't have a future quarterback. By the way, we like DraftKings or no? I can't remember.
I like FanDuel.
You like FanDuel? That's what I thought.
Sure. DraftKings is the standard on ESPN.
Okay,
yes.
all right. So
Got it. Sure.
So DraftKings has the odds for who will take Simpson.
Okay.
And who would you expect to be tied for the shortest odds?
Tied for the shortest odds.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question.
Wow, because
that is sort of.
I don't think the Rams would take him.
The Rams are the third team.
Okay.
They're plus 400.
All right. Who's drafting around the Jets that needs a quarterback? Was it Jets and Dolphins?
Jets is right, plus 140. Dolphins, not correct.
I'm going to guess Cleveland.
Cleveland is fourth at plus 650.
All right, Peter, you have the last guess.
Dolphins, so you know,
is this like very interesting and surprising?
Eighth at plus 1,500. It shouldn't be surprising.
Oh, it's not surprising.
No. It should be expected.
Well, then who are we just forgetting that's bad? Because
bad and needs a quarterback.
Yeah, because where did Atlanta land?
Not that.
Atlanta is way down the list.
Yeah, they're way
plus
down.
4,000. In fact, they're tied with the Cowboys, which you would never.
Where do they land with their quarterback situation now? I forget.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Tua and
Tua. Remember, they brought in Tua. They still have Penix, who has no knees.
Right.
You know, so they're
what about
going to
Desmond
need
Ridder?
one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it? No.
What? No.
I was trying to guess. I was going, but then I said, nah. I was thinking Saints, but I'm like,
No, they like Shuck.
Yeah, that's right.
They like
that's
Shuck.
Why I stopped myself.
Yeah, it's Shuck, right?
Yeah,
Shuck.
Yep. No, you were
You
right.
got it right.
Yeah. Oh, Shuck.
It's not Shao. It's Shuck.
It's not Shao.
It's not low. It's low.
Yeah. This team, by the way, is picking third.
So who's picking third? Someone remind me.
And I'm trying to see if they have a later pick.
Arizona?
Arizona. Yeah.
That's who Yates said was going to trade up in the back end of the first round for in his latest mock.
Okay, so then that's probably the thinking is that they'll trade. They'll do a Giants.
They'll do a dart. They'll get their guy at the high pick and then trade back into the bottom of the first round and get a guy with a
don't
fifth-year
be
option.
surprised
Jets or
the momentum
Cardinals?
starts to build, man.
Oh, well, you could feel it.
He could become the next Baker Mayfield.
And there's another. By the way, we had a caller a couple of days ago. Remember the Jeremiah Love running back call we got?
Yeah.
And my thinking was, well, they have a pretty good running back room. The Giants now.
They do.
They have a pretty good running back room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you would use the pick. There's a lot of momentum about what Love can be for the Giants. And, of course, thinking Harbaugh, line of scrimmage kind of guy.
Here
right?
we go again, Don.
Run the ball. I know you're going to hate this, Don, but with the fifth pick, he is considered somebody that is that kind of generational running back talent, plug and play immediately, impact his different levels of what he can do, not only run but catch, and what he can do for Jackson Dart. There's a lot of momentum about the Giants and Jeremiah Love, and I'm sure you'd love to get a running back at 5.
No pun intended.
Two things.
Yeah.
Did that all of a sudden happen after what Scadaboo said about CTE and asthma?
No.
All right. Then but I'm going to surprise you with this. I'm all for them taking a running back if they're going to pay him. Because my whole thing has always been, don't draft somebody high if you don't intend to pay them. So if he ends up being a great running back, and now you get to the fifth-year option, and you're hemming and hawing, and you're not sure what you're going to do because you don't want to pay a running back a ton of money because you're going to have to eventually pay your quarterback and you're going to have to pay your defensive player. But then why did you do it? If you love him so much and you believe that he's that much of a game changer, then when his contract is up, you pay him. That was the problem with Barkley. It's like now you don't want to pay him. Now you're trying to figure out a way to get out.
Well, remember, it changed, right? You different GM, different coach, different offense, different mindset. Harbaugh, this guy fits everything that Harbaugh is all about.
No, you're right, because they obviously drafted.
Winning the game at the line of scrimmage, physical football, this is everything that this guy would bring with Scat. Now, keep in mind, too, it's with Scatterbo, because we know Scatterbo is the angry runner. That's what he is. So you're talking about a physical runner. Scatterbo does that, but as a number one, Scatterbo's just not going to – poor kid might not make it out of a season the way he runs.
Right. Now Gettleman drafted him, and it was Shane that had to decide whether to keep Barkley or not. Now, if Gettleman stayed – but I also think that the figuring was we're going to get Barkley, and we're going to win a Super Bowl again with Eli, and it's not going to matter.
Right.
They didn't. They got worse, and then they got into the situation that they were in.
Mm-hmm.
Shane didn't want to pay a running back because you don't pay running backs. But if the Giants are committed to pay the running back, then I'm all for it. I am not against running backs and safeties being drafted high if the intention is to pay them. Same thing happened with Jamal Adams with the Jets. All right, he's a generational talent. They don't want to pay him. So they end up having to trade him, and they end up making a very good trade. Seattle thought they were going to win the Super Bowl that year and made the trade. So the Jets were able to get out from under. So that's all I'm saying, guys, is that if Shane and Harbaugh are going to draft a running back and pay him, then I guess it's okay. But if we end up having the same thing that we had with Barkley, where it's, I don't know if we should pay him.
I just think we're in a different place.
We're going to franchise it. Then it just becomes a joke.
You're not wrong, and that's generally always been the consternation about taking a running back this high is always that concern about, well, in 3 years, we're going to have to make a decision, and so we need to know by then. The last time around, as you said, Don, it was a previous regime that took Barkley. It failed, and a new regime came in. John Harbaugh's not going anywhere. So we already know. And, there's a lot of people, including, of course, Mel Kiper, who believe strongly that a guy like John Harbaugh is not letting him go by at 5. So if he's there, it just feels like a fit.
I hope 3-4 years from now, he's 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns, and the Giants are winning, that they're going to pay him.
I think there's an amazing stat that I heard about him that I think this is, I'm just double checking because I heard it this morning when they were talking about it. Yeah. Jeremiah Love played 3 college football seasons at Notre Dame. He had almost 500 total touches of the football. How many fumbles do you think he had?
Well, the way you're saying
21
it
touchdowns.
He had 2 or none, but logic tells you that with that many touches, he should have had at least 5 or 6.
Okay, you want to guess, Peter? Don's saying 5 or 6.
I'm going. Can I just go under?
You want to take under?
Yeah. Going under, Don. AO.
Anthony, Jake, you want to just how many fumbles? Now fumbles lost, of course.
Under.
Well, I mean now.
He's on Team Rosenberg.
Come on, show something.
I'll take the over.
I was just.
You're going over.
Give me the over.
All right. The actual retail price is 0.
That's why you brought it up, right?
This young man has never lost a fumble in 3 college football seasons playing at Notre Dame.
Pretty good.
He's not playing at Assumption. He's playing at Notre Dame.
Daniel Jones lost 12 in one game.
Isn't that an unreal stat?
That is an insane stat. More insane stats and hijinks coming up right here. And also, guys, need to remind you that speaking of all this draft talk, coming up Thursday, April 23rd, it is the draft. The Jets pick 2nd and 16th. Giants pick 5th. And Rick and Dave are breaking it all down live. Join ESPN New York's Couchcast, your second screen for the draft. Real-time reactions, hot takes, and everything New York fans care about. Watch along, react with us, and don't miss a single moment. It's ESPN New York's Couchcast on draft night, April 3rd at 8 p.m. right here on our YouTube channel, presented by Calandra's Bakery.
Wow.
We'll talk to you guys next, 1-800-919-3776, and get to ENN. But, Don, I was wondering, are you interested in Ramsey Mazda?
I'm very interested in Ramsey Mazda because there's a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-90 Turbo Select with all-wheel drive for $279 for 36 months, or buy with 1.9% APR for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN T1362010 MSRP. $40,680, zero security deposit, 1.9% APR financing for $28.60 per month, $1,000 finance, ends 3/31/26.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This month, you'll be feeling March magic when you win your share of $50,000 cash during our Rainbow Riches drawing. Be here every Wednesday in March from 2 to 7 p.m. Each hour, one lucky guest is drawn to win up to $5,000 cash. Earn entry starting at 12:30 p.m. Come chase the rainbow every Wednesday in March, where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Discover where your future can take you at SUNY Canton's Spring Open House on Saturday, April 25th. Explore exciting new programs like data science and analytics and cybersecurity, designed to prepare you for today's most in-demand careers. Tour campus, meet faculty, connect with current students, and sit down with financial aid representatives. Plus, attendees can enter for a chance to win a scholarship. For registration details and information about courtesy bus trips from New York, email admissions@canton.edu. SUNY Canton, your future starts here.
It feels like everyone's sick right now. You aren't imagining it. Doctors say this is the worst cold and flu season in 25 years, and it's not over. I was just traveling. It was like everyone around me was coughing, sneezing, and sick. I can't afford to get sick, and I doubt you can either. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. Having a medical emergency kit is like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. It includes essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak to help you get well faster, plus important antibiotics to treat pneumonia, strep throat, sinus and ear infections, nausea, even UTIs, and many more common and serious illnesses. It's your kit the moment you need it. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's genius. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. I can save you $45 when you use my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. Again, save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
Listen, I know the mentality. You try to play through pain and walk it off. Push through one more day. But when it comes to neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, that's a losing game. That's when you call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain. Dr. Shaw is one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he focuses on non-surgical solutions that get real results. No cuts, no downtime, no dependence on pain meds. He builds you a custom game plan for you so that you can move better, feel better, and live pain-free. Same day or next day appointments are available. Visit SandwellPain.com. Stop managing pain. Start beating it.
Time to bench those other job sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build your championship roster. What's the advantage? Well, with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast. But you also get the MVP for your team. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't make candidates wait to take the shot. It passes the ball right to them. Building your team or scouting fresh talent? ZipRecruiter runs the full court with powerful technology that immediately gets your job in front of the right players. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. And why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within one day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even cross half court. It's a slam dunk with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Slow ride heading through Queens. First on the LIE eastbound over by the Clearview, a broken down truck in the center lane. Add that to the volume. Your jam from the BQE. Looks like a crash on the Van Wyck southbound right after Jewel Avenue. Traffic is stopped there from the LIE. Heading over to the outbound George, best of it right now. Southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound. Stop and go from the 79th Street Boat Basin. Inbound George looking pretty good for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound southbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels are only about 15 to 20 minutes each. Free and clear at the Tappan Zee Bridge heading into Rockland County. Thruway northbound slows you down a bit over by the Palisades Parkway. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit MAD.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-294-0222. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-294-0222. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-294-0222. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
There's more to this just because I'm so obsessed now with it. Don, I have more to this Jeremiah Love story. So again, because I almost want you to want this now, Don. I'm now obsessed. 498 career touches over the past 3 seasons at Notre Dame.
It's a lot of touches.
Okay. The Jets, he met with the Jets, and they asked him how many times he fumbled in his career, and he said, 1 time. It was against Boise State, but I didn't lose it. So not only is the 0 fumbles lost amazing, but how about the fact that he also literally fumbled it 1 time?
That's crazy.
And still managed to
Truly
recover the ball.
It's nuts, though.
Like the odds of a fumble sometimes just over that many carries and touches, it's bound to happen even by mistake. Oh, it's raining. Ball slippery. Whatever happened, it just happened. This dude doesn't lose the football. I'd say when it comes to skill sets of running backs, where would never fumbling power rank? Where would you power rank? Never fumbles the football.
Never. It's as high as can be.
Like you'd probably say speed is very important. But never fumbling the football might be 1B.
It could be 1A because your speed is super important.
Yes.
But if you have because we have to assume every running back got there for a reason.
Okay.
They're in the pros as a running back. If you have a great offensive line now you need a decent running back who knows how to follow blockers, hit holes, do the things you're supposed to do. Do they drop the ball or not? The only way good running backs basically lose their job is putting the ball on the ground. It's the number one reason you don't play a player.
Well,
it's wild.
I think we could all agree that Tiki Barber was a phenomenal running back, borderline Hall of Fame.
Sure.
But he didn't turn the corner until Tom Coughlin got here and showed him how to hold the ball because he had a fumbling problem. And as good as he was and as dynamic as he was, it didn't matter because it felt like every other game he was coughing up the ball in a big spot and costing them the game. Turnovers are killer. Can't survive them. And I think you'd rank it at number 1. If you're telling me there's a skill set where the guy's going to be drafted in the top 5, then the fact that he never fumbles has got to be what the difference maker, right? Because it's all about possessions, and it's almost impossible to win games if you lose the turnover battle significantly.
It's 433 rushes, 62 receptions, and 3 kickoff returns. Only 1 time did the ball touch the ground.
And he recovered it.
Unreal.
If it's just a shame Jeremiah Love was not in the draft like 15 years ago. Because to be this good and this highly touted and arguably the biggest talent, like he might be, because Love, Alan, it sounds like, is probably the most surefire player, like basically a can't miss, right, in this draft. And in 1989, 90, 91,
oh my God, yes.
And you're the running back
'1
who's
pick.
that guy, you're
Been
number
number
1
pick.
overall, you're making all the money in the world.
Right.
And now it's like, oh, cool, you're a can't miss running back. We'll get you 10.
Yeah. 20 years old. So you got, it's very young still. Like there's a lot, yeah. And by the way, you might like this though, because you know another team that people are saying he could go here too is your Commies.
No, I've heard that
because you put him with Jaden Daniels, and now you've got a dangerous. The same as Dart, two a quarterback and a running back, and you don't know who's running.
Well, what's changed? The game is changing too. I'm still going to stick to my guns on if you're not going to pay him, don't draft him that high. But if we are seeing it trending a different way, and it does feel like the running back is being utilized,
it had a bounce back. It had a bounce back last year for sure.
And let's face it, part of it, guys, is you really can't be a passing league if less than half the teams have a passer. Like, if we're going to acknowledge the NFL's got a quarterback problem, then why are we so much a passing league?
I agree.
You know, what are you just going to throw your season away if you don't have a quarterback, or you're waiting for your quarterback to mature?
Yeah, have another way. Find another way.
Different ways to win. You got to find another way. You know, and you're starting to see guys like, as great as Josh Allen is and Patrick Mahomes is, they're going to go away. What's the next generation? Do you see the next big crop of quarterbacks? Like, who are these guys that are about to pop? Like, if you're telling me right now the best quarterback, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is still in the league, but he's not the best anymore. But you're telling me that Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes,
Drake May, you got to put him in that list.
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Yeah,
he popped this year, man.
Yeah.
Well, Jaden popped the year before that.
But I think Jaden's going to.
I think he'll pop back too. But you need a 2 or 3 year. You know.
Okay.
We went through the Peyton Mannings and the Aaron Rodgers and the Tom Brady's, and we always had like 5 or 6 quarterbacks that were elite.
Yeah.
It's 4 to 6 quarterbacks. Yeah.
And now we're down to 4.
It's the 4.
Like truly elite.
All right, truly elite.
The truly elite we know are 4.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Joe Burrow,
and Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Those are the 4 every year.
Those are the 4. So you're not. So Stafford, because of his age, we're not going to count. Because he's special. Herbert, Justin Herbert, we don't
really good.
But we can't put him there because we haven't.
But listen, hold on, you can though, because those guys, both Stafford and Herbert, are good enough to make their teams good.
Yeah,
they make their teams good. Period.
Okay.
You take Stafford. I mean, Stafford has great weapons too, and a great head coach. But you remove those guys, those teams aren't the same.
Okay.
So fine.
But if you want to throw Stafford in,
sure, say it's 6. It's still 6.
6.
But
7 max.
So do you see right now who the next 6 are going to be? I mean, is Trevor Lawrence ever going to be an elite quarterback? Is Herbert going to be an elite quarterback?
Yeah, is Hurts.
Dak
Hurts wins,
Dak,
but is he ever?
Dak is all. Dak's Dak. We know what Dak is now.
Dak's hit the ceiling. What he's going to be is what he is.
Of course, he's not going to ever get any better.
So we're not all right. So we're not seeing him. Goff is what he is, right?
Yep.
Right.
Goff is what he is, and
So maybe May can become that. Okay.
Maybe Jaden Daniels becomes that.
Yeah, I think. What is Hurts though?
I think we know Jalen Hurts is a really good just outside.
Okay,
yeah,
so he is what he is.
He's a winner.
Caleb,
he's a winner, and he's a really good quarterback.
Caleb is one who's growing. He's
Chicago.
Yeah, he's in the next. He could be.
But I guess my point is we fast forward 10 years from now, will we have as deep a list as we have now of really truly elite quarterbacks? They'll be elite in the sense of what they're compared to in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But we're already seeing, like, I love Josh Allen. He's not Peyton Manning. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Aaron Rodgers.
Was that the golden age of quarterbacks? When you say
Probably.
the depth of the position, was it the deepest, let's say 2008 to 2012?
Yeah.
I mean, right? I got to tell you, but this group of 4 is right there next to them.
Well,
it's
I'm
right
talking
there.
I'm talking about depth, like when you could
But
say.
how much deeper was it than those 4 back then?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like when you go back to the Rodgers, Brady, Manning era, the next batch of other ones that were really good, Roethlisberger, Eli, they were clearly a step down from those top 3. Michael Vick. These were really good players, but the top ones were the top ones, and there was a drop-off.
Yeah, I mean, again,
right?
I'm just going to 2010. Just as
all right, give me 2010.
I mean, Phillip Rivers led in passing yards.
Really,
Peyton Manning number 2, Drew Brees number 3. Then it's like, remember Matt Schaub?
Of
course you do. Eli, Carson Palmer, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, Like, again,
Matt Ryan.
You got, like, those guys. Matty Ice was an MVP.
Yeah, nice player.
I remember we would have this conversation with Kay. Like, how far down would you start to say there's a quarterback problem? You would get to like 15. Like half the league had a quarterback that was very good. Maybe not elite, but very good.
All right, let's see.
You can't go 15 now.
But
right?
no, that's what I mean. Like if I go again, I give you Rivers, Manning, Breeze. Would you put Carson Palmer in that? At that time, he was one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
I wouldn't say that Cincinnati had a quarterback problem.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was one of the best players in the league back then. Tom Brady, we already know. Matt Ryan, we're going to put him there too.
Yeah.
McNabb was with Washington at that point, so I wouldn't put him in there.
At the end.
Yeah, now it's getting. See, Ben Roethlisberger, is in that on the list. How many is that now? 6 or 7?
Yeah.
Then it really falls off, man.
So to your point, though, Don, it's exactly why you should still, in theory, value the running back. Because if the max you can get to is let's go generous, half the league has a quarterback.
Oh my God! How about a third of the league?
And even if it was half, the other half then doesn't. So the fact that you don't really prioritize running backs has been funny. It seems like we're seeing it go the other direction. But Don, do you realize that right now there's also the possibility, and this is sort of, in my opinion, sort of a nightmare scenario, that Love could end up in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Are we going to run this back?
Yeah, we're running it back.
We're going to run it back again? They're going to Derrick Henry again?
Yeah, that's right.
10 years of the best running back in football just sitting in Tennessee?
And then do it again with a quarterback.
We're up against it, or I could tease this, however you want to.
I say tease it.
But I'm gonna outline you the Giants' dilemma. If they take Love.
I like this. Oh yeah.
Oh wow, interesting.
No, he just dropped the mic. Good, take us home.
All right, take us home. That on the other side, right here, DHR.
Advance to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1999. Now, East Region top seed Duke stands in the Johnny's way for a trip to the Elite Eight. Coverage begins Friday at 6:50, only on 1050 ESPN.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
50 years from now, will jeans be wide or skinny? Will email still exist? Will guac still be extra? One thing is certain. If you won the new Millionaire for Life from the New Jersey Lottery today, you'd still be getting $1 million every year for life. That's enough money to say, bring it on, the future. I will have that guacamole at any price.
Play the new Millionaire for Life today. Anything can happen in Jersey. Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
NBA fans don't just watch the game, they live it. So stream like you're courtside with NBA League Pass. Your ticket to all the action. Watch your favorite team shine and catch the league's brightest stars and rising stars at the same time with multi-view on your favorite devices. From the plays you can't believe to the most live games and the drama that comes with it. If it happens on the court, it's happening on NBA League Pass.
Only select out-of-market games available. Blackout restrictions apply. Additional charges and other conditions may apply. Visit NBA.com/subscriber agreement for full terms and conditions.
It's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors or 0% APR for 72 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends March 31st, 2026.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
You teased us.
All right, let's get the tease.
Don, you teased us.
No.
I teased you.
Yeah, you teased us.
There
Tell
it
me
is.
something good.
Now,
tell me something good.
all right, so they draft Love, and he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, Dart becomes a franchise quarterback. And then Neighbors, because you've got a franchise quarterback and a franchise running back, he explodes. And let's say Carter, who you took, 5th overall last year, turns out to be a dominant defensive player.
Okay.
Then that means in around the same time frame, all these guys are going to have to get paid.
Yep.
Who doesn't get paid?
It's the thing I hate the most, Don, about the cap system in the NFL. Now,
right.
Bart has always told me the cap is superficial because there's always ways around it.
Okay.
You can rework deals. We see teams do it all the time. I mean, again, how do the Eagles do it? The Eagles had a whole bunch of
cooperative.
Yeah, of course. But that's the part I hate. I hate that you're penalized for drafting well. Because what if you have back-to-back killer drafts and all of them hit and you got to pay them all around the same time? Are you telling me that now I got to make a decision on who I want to keep? Why am I being punished because I drafted well? I've always felt there should be a way around it. But you're right. But you know what that is, Don? That's a good problem to have for a GM.
No,
it's
it
a
is.
great problem to have.
But what general managers are thinking, because none of the general managers think their picks aren't going to work out.
True.
Is all right, well, listen, if the running back is the odd man out, then do I want to take him as high as 5th? You know, when I got to, because obviously you're going to want to pay Neighbors, you're going to want to pay Dart, you're going to want to pay Carter if he turns out to be great.
Mm-hmm.
And of all the guys that I just mentioned, from a positional standpoint, the least valuable technically would be your running back, or I should say, like, I guess, most replaceable. And that's why you get into the dilemma that you get it. You see it, Alan, when all of these, Seattle went through with Wilson, Baltimore went through with Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
You get the Super Bowl before the 5th-year option. It's great.
Yep.
Then eventually those guys have to get paid, and it comes at the expense of roster spots because you've got to make room.
Yeah.
Now, the only way around that is to then address these problems before they become free agents, before they hit their options. But that's tough to do because then you got to extrapolate out, is he going to stay healthy? Is he going to continue to play at the level that he's playing? So that's why I talk about these positions.
No, you're absolutely right. And there's no denying it. But I also think that's what makes a good front office, KYP. Not when it's time to pay them, before it. That's why I think what the Giants did, they really fumbled, no pun intended, with Saquon Barkley. They were using the franchise tag as a way around it because they couldn't come to a number earlier.
Right.
And then he got upset. Then the relationship was ruined. And there was no recovering from it at that point.
Well, what happened, if you remember?
Yeah,
is,
there was
do
that
I
animosity.
pay Jones or do I pay?
That's
Mark?
right. Yeah. You bet on the wrong guy.
Yeah. Who do I franchise and who do I pay?
Mm-hmm.
And the system dictates I got to pay my quarterback.
Yes.
But you didn't know because of health and other reasons whether Daniel Jones was going to be worth it. Turned out he wasn't. I mean, listen.
Well, Saquon also had the health
years
issue.
later.
You know what I mean?
Well, see, that's the forgotten thing about Barkley.
Yeah.
Is that everybody looks at what he did in Philadelphia and wins the Super Bowl, but there were issues.
Durability.
Right? There were issues of him being able to stay healthy, and the fact that they had one winning season with Barkley. So a lot of that had to do with Gettleman not drafting well in other places. But these are all the things you have to think about. But here's the difference. It's not Gettleman. It's Harbaugh. You have trust. So I think even people like me who are against the running back thing will find it easier to swallow if Harbaugh does it because you'll figure there's going to be a plan. There was no plan. The plan with Barkley was let's get another Super Bowl for Eli this year.
Yeah.
You know, that at least there's going to be a little bit more long-term thinking, I would believe, with Harbaugh. Or Harbaugh. Yeah, right?
I see right here on Fox Sports. I don't hate this for my I'm looking at different mocks. So a bunch of people have Washington getting Carnell Tate at 7.
Wide receiver.
And I love that. I think
Ohio State wide receivers tend to be really good.
They do. In fact, we have one right now who's been really good. But he's, you guys want to know how fast time goes? Terry McLaurin is 31 this year.
Stop it.
That's not right. Stop it.
Dude, Terry McLaurin is 31.
No. Give me a break.
So
He's been in the league for a year.
I know. He just got good. He's
good.
one of the new good ones.
He was the one you kept saying. Wait till he popped. And he finally did.
And now here we are, 31 years
old. That's still not the most outrageous thing because we never got a chance to address it. Meredith's been doing the Yankees for 15 years.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I remember I
Crazy.
first met Meredith when she was a sideline reporter for the Sixers.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was still a beat writer. Isn't that wild? And then somehow all these years later, look at this.
And how did she get your hat? Inquiring minds want to know.
Well, I mean, I asked for a favor.
You trying to get a second date?
What?
Yeah, what happened here? How long she had this hat?
You think I left?
Costanza leaving something?
Do you think I left the hat so Costanza move? You think that's what I did? No.
Forgot about that.
No, it was just a little favor. That's all.
Oh, you asked her for a hat, and then never got the hat.
Never got the hat, and then I felt weird about reaching out because she said,
"I got the hat."
When she said, "When the season's over," she said, "We'll meet up and I'll give you the hat." So I was always waiting when the season ended for her to just say, "Hey, I'm in the city." Because I said, "When you're in the city, let me know, and we'll meet up, get some lunch, whatever." And I never heard from her, so I felt weird about going like,
"Can I get my hat?"
Hey, Mara, you around? Because she travels a ton in the off season. Like she goes out. No, it's a hard, long season of work and nonstop.
Big travel.
Right, so she vacations big time, and I never know if she's around. So I felt weird about doing the whole like, "Hey, can I get my hat?" So I felt weird about it. And then when she called me out, and I'm like, yeah, I could have just said, "Hey, do you want to go to the game?"
Invite her to a Knicks game and get your hat. It's a double
and
whammy.
I figured maybe she'd remember to bring the hat. But she got me back.
I did hear in there though. I felt like when I asked her that she would potentially be interested in something else if the right thing came, but it'd have to be better. It would have to somehow be better than the gig she has now.
And what's better than what?
And that's the thing that's tough.
Come on, like she's traveling around the country.
Maybe if it was to do play-by-play somewhere, if that's an aspiration she has.
Well,
I am curious. Yeah, and probably was being respectful not to bring that to the air. But her and Susan are very close, and we all know what Susan has become as a broadcaster, and how confident you hear her on a call. I think she knows baseball better than just about anybody else that's calling games these days. It's incredible how much she knows about
you guys,
not just the game itself, but the league.
Dude,
Susan Waldman might be the most informed broadcaster we have in any sport.
I'm going to say something I'm allowed to say that you guys aren't, because you're both respectful and respected New Yorkers. As I've learned over the last couple of weeks, I'm just some shameful out-of-towner no one cares about.
Okay.
I know Sterling's a legend, and Yankee fans have a connection with him. the true, like, serious broadcast great in that room was Susan Waldman.
You just had to listen to the broadcast.
That's all you got to do is listen. And by the way, I still do. Because you realize you listen and you go, I like this as much as I always did. You know why? Because Susan Waldman is still giving me the stuff.
I'm telling you.
It doesn't get better.
And so knowing Meredith, like I know her, and knowing how close she is with Susan, you just know, like it's like why I was attached to Al Troutwig all the time.
Could she?
I want to learn everything
but
that
also,
you know.
could she maybe want to do Susan's job one day?
I don't know.
That would be interesting.
I don't know, but I tell you what, she could do it. Who's seen more Yankee baseball than Meredith?
Oh, man.
But what's
the last
interesting
15 years.
Let's say all she wants to be is a sideline reporter. You could make the case that she's better off. This is the best job. Because on a national level, let's say she took a job with Fox as the sideline reporter, replacing, Ken Rosenthal.
Right.
I think the Yankee job's better.
No, you know what? But you know what I would love for Meredith? We got to take a break. But you know what I would love for Meredith, though? Because I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Keep the Yankee job. I wouldn't mind the Yankee job plus doing big football, though. Like NFL. NFL sideline plus the Yankee job.
Which she could do.
Which she could definitely. You could picture her at an NFC 100%. Championship game
100%.
for sure. Yeah. Now, I want to tell you what I can picture is this. Getting some bets right with FanDuel during this baseball season.
Oh, yeah.
And you can choose your own reward for opening week. How about this? Betting customizations that transform how you experience the game. So you make your choice, and the reward will be ready to use on your next MLB bet. FanDuel is the home of the home run. So I know people are putting pressure on number 99, but I'm feeling Aaron Judge to go yard tonight in San Francisco.
Wow.
So, ready to play your game? Head to FanDuel.com/local to choose your reward for MLB's opening week.
99, baby.
FanDuel, an official partner of the MLB. 21 and over, physically present in New York, option required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369 ENN. Next, right here.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have an awesome rest of the night. We've got a big issue over at the outbound Lincoln. Car fire shutting down the North Tube. You want to stay away from the 11th Avenue approach. Once they reopen everything, going to be at least an hour ride. Stick with 9th if you can. That's going to cost you about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Holland, not too bad. Just about 15 to 20 getting onto the Jersey side. Heaviest delays to the outbound George, Cross Bronx westbound. You're bumper to bumper from the Bronx River Parkway. Inbound George, not too bad. Just about 10 to 15 for the upper deck. Still have this big problem spot over at the Williamsburg Bridge heading into Brooklyn. Outer roadway shut down because of a broken down truck on the span. Everybody being forced to use the inner. You're stopped there from the Manhattan side. Brooklyn and Manhattan Bridge is picking up the slack. You're packed there heading across the lower East River. Staten Island Expressway westbound. Stop and go heading over to the West Shore from the Verrazano on through. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Hi, everyone. How you doing? Good. Welcome to ENN. Ray Rowe.
You ever watch YouTube?
It's brought to you by Ramsey Mazda.
Hot dog.
I'd like to start off tonight by saying good evening to Don. Now, Don, your internet wasn't working when I compared your call there to Howard Dean, the end of the Howard Dean campaign in 2004.
Yeah, that's what it was. Listen,
can someone find it, please? The Howard Dean sound.
The end of it.
I had a friend in school that did that speech.
What do you mean did that speech?
Like we had to recite speeches,
and he did the
and
Dean
he did
speech?
the Howard Dean just for that.
So can you please get that dropped?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
That's pretty close. That's really
You're not
really
wrong.
Close.
Howard Don.
The voice wasn't 100% back after my illness.
Right, of course.
But it held up fine, but there were like a ton of goals. And real interesting, like fun goals.
Yeah.
And that whole sequence, I don't know.
Oh, we heard the whole thing. We played the whole thing.
There was just a bunch of saves.
Yeah, and a lot of steppage, too.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Tad bit.
And I was I was up there, and I could feel like, all right, I need a break here. And then the goal was scored, and whatever I had left, that was so. I was told by Anthony, he's like, I thought it sounded fine.
He said it's us too. He went, I have the call. I didn't hear anything, so he said, all right, play it. I said, oh, I heard it.
Well, I'm embarrassed.
What? Oh, stop. Oh, wait, you called. How many games you done this year?
There were 9 goals in the game, Don.
How many goals? You've done 58 games.
Yeah.
You've probably called 350 goals, and we're not allowed to have fun with this?
No. Have fun with it.
You shouldn't
I'm
be
not telling you not to have
All right,
fun
well,
with
good.
it.
Don't be ashamed.
No, but
Can you play the Peter Brady singing "When It's Time to Change" from the Brady Bunch?
Well, that's what. So I don't know if it's not part of the call, but like Kenny, there's an old line about that's where Mama keeps the cookies
right
on the top shelf because he went top shelf, and it's like she also keeps the pork chops and applesauce up there because I had Peter Brady that call.
Nice.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
That's
pork chops and applesauce is the law. That's the big Peter Brady. That's what that's from.
Yeah, swell.
Yeah, remember pork chops and
because he had.
Hi, Alice. What's for dinner? Pork chops. Pork chops. Huh? What else? Applesauce? Pork chops and applesauce. That's swell.
So funny. I like hip hop has like taught me these things that I know only from songs and don't know what the reference point is. And Big Pun once on a song said pork chops and applesauce.
Of course.
No idea he's talking about Peter Brady.
Yeah, no, this is classic Brady.
Now, I also have this in the system. Good evening, Don.
Hit the post, but the backhand, that one was.
That's not right.
Wait a minute.
By the way, Anthony did that. I want you to know that. Your friend. No, he didn't.
No, that was me.
Oh, wow. Jacob owning it.
Oh, wow.
He's the one who cut it.
Well, Jacob, you cut it and you put it in again.
Yeah, this was from like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
like
3 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago. Well, they can't all be winners.
Hit the post, but the backhand, that one was.
No,
He's so good.
Is that Kenny with the U?
Yeah. Kenny added a little ooh.
Yeah.
Listen to that. Close. Listen. He just said boom.
Boom.
He just said boom.
Yeah.
All right, let me say good evening to don't worry, Don. You don't have the most embarrassing moment in drops today.
No.
I can assure you.
No.
Good evening, Alan.
Wasn't there. Oh.
What? You can't control your mouth?
No.
Out of the first 45 minutes of the show, it's the only 2 words I heard.
Yeah.
Did you
yeah.
Don.
Wasn't there. Oh. Yeah.
You
that's
just
the
forget
problem.
where you were?
Yes. Well, no, I knocked over something that spilled, and so my Long Island kicked in.
Well, geez, I wasn't even. We weren't even live.
Geez, oh no.
There, the OGs, oh no.
Yeah, that was
OGs, which
first of all,
much cleaner.
That was Don doing a podcast, and he still only goes, "Oh geez." Can you play it again? Though it is hilarious.
Oh, geez, oh no.
He sounds so Midwestern.
Right?
It's like John Candy playing Don. It's like not even real.
Oh geez.
Oh
no.
geez. Oh no.
Oh no.
But Alan on the radio
spills
first time
and
ever. Curses.
First time ever. Wasn't there. Oh. Listen, I slept for 3 hours and 47 minutes.
Do you guys hear me not knowing what to say? I went,
yeah, you were
I couldn't believe
stunned.
that I was like, because I wanted to look at them, like, did you hit the dump? And Jacob had dumped him. Of course, YouTube. Yeah. Wow. I saw the YouTube comments going, did Alan just?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I am not, the mild-mannered, like the announcer with, was decorum. That is not me.
No, or professional.
You know me off the air.
You're an animal.
That was just the S word, right?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, thank God. All right, let me say good evening to myself. LeDon James. And also to Griffin, who glitched out during the show last night. The Griffin 3000 shorted. Alan spilled his drink on Griffin, and this happened.
It's okay.
And then he gave up.
I don't know what the next words were.
It was auto pixelation.
Yeah.
It was
Right. It's what happens when the Zoom freezes, right? When it lags. So Griff just started lagging.
Uh-oh, guys. Let's get it started.
Tiger Watch.
Tiger, how did you play today? Well, got off to kind of a slow start.
Do you feel like you're back to win at this level?
Yeah, I do, because I just did it.
You just love Tiger. Sniff him dead.
Sniff him dead.
Now, Tiger has been busy playing in the Fakakta video golf.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah, the video golf.
The only reason I know is it was Brady Kachuk showed him the gold medal. And I'm like, he's doing that?
Yeah, Tiger's
What the hell's he doing?
He's playing the Fakakta
Wasn't he
video.
one of the founders? Didn't he
Yeah, I
think
think he invented
this thing?
He invented the video golf.
The Fakakta video golf. It's such a way to describe an ESPN property, but okay.
That we do a great job with.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
Now what's everyone's favorite old golf video game where you hit the thing?
Oh, that's tee it up.
No,
not
what's it called?
What is it called?
Come on, Don.
It's
Maxi Golf.
No.
The golf league?
No.
No.
It's the arcade version.
Everyone loves it.
It's got the ball that you just spin. I thought it was called Tee It Up.
Spin it.
No, it's not Spin It.
No, it's T something.
Put it dead.
A T. No, what T? Something T.
Sure.
Oh, come on.
All right.
No, come on.
I'll give you a chance.
Golden T.
Golden T. I told you it was T. Damn it.
Yeah, Tiger's playing professional Golden Tee right now. I mean, that's what's happening.
Well, I said Maxi Golf because of the.
Yeah, I know why. Do you have a good quote from Tiger? Because I have one.
I do.
Absolutely. I hope this is it. No, you have.
No, this is Tiger. No, this is Tiger being
good.
asked if he made a decision about the Masters.
Oh.
I've been trying. It's just this body doesn't recover like it was when I was 24, 25. Doesn't mean I'm not trying. I've been trying for a while. I've had a couple bad injuries here over the past year.
Play it out.
I've had to fight through, and it's taken some time. But I keep trying.
That's Tiger.
This is what he does. He says, "I'm trying." That's it. That's end. Put it. Just no commas. Period. End quote.
Well, I'm trying.
And that's it.
All right.
But then he just filibusters. No, the better quote.
He also said the Masters decision could come down to the Friday before.
I'm good.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll be practicing playing at home this week and keep trying to make progress.
No. He was actually asked about winning the SoFi Cup.
Okay. You mean, is that the video golf?
That's the video golf. And it's great because he said we got our ass kicked at the end. 3 eagles in a row. I missed a short one to give them momentum, and we never got it back. He's talking about it like it's real golf.
I know, because guess what doesn't happen in real golf? 3 eagles in a row.
Yeah, I was going to say. That's
not a thing.
They're hitting it into a mat.
They're
hitting off of
Yeah.
And he was talking about like it was a real round.
It really is straight out.
3 eagles in a row. I missed a short one, and I need to get that
competitive.
one.
It's very competitive.
It's something, and listen, the nice part is
he slammed his putter, by the way.
You still get to see Tiger swing the golf club, which is cool. People love to see the man's they love to see a stroke, and you still get to see it. So,
all right, I'm gonna what's next?
You get to see him stroke.
Alan wants us to move on.
I really want to move on with that.
Well, I have a topic that I know Alan's crazy about.
They stroke to a stroke.
Damn right. He couldn't help it. He couldn't help it. This is 3 nights in a hotel room. This is what we get. He couldn't help it. I'm trying to get us out of it, and Don's like, hell no, we're going right back in.
Yeah, that's right. He wants to be there. He wants to live
it.
It
was going to bother me. I was going to shout it out there in the commercial break.
Here's Alan's favorite subject, Joe Flacco.
Oh, really?
Still thinks he's a starter in this league.
I probably do feel that way. I feel like I have unfinished business. That's part of why I'm still here and playing and doing all those things. And not being one of those guys to go sign somewhere, yeah, it pisses me off a little bit. But at the same time, like, I'm very happy to be here. And that's also why I don't see this as the end. Like, I that's just not how I'm viewing it in my mind. Like, I feel like I can help a team win. And yeah, it may be in a different role here, but I do still think I can help this team win in that role. I had a lot of fun with Joe. And Joe's the guy. And believe me, I wish I was a guy somewhere. And I think teams are dumb for not having me be that guy. But it is what it is. And I'm not going to let them or it get me down. I'm going to be the person I am and just approach football the way I always have. So,
how do you not love that? He's 41. And he's like basically telling the league, you people are stupid. I proved to you last year I still can spin it. I could still play.
He can flick
better than a lot of the dudes that you got in this league right now. Like, he's letting you know. I love it. I love that he's calling out the league as if to say, I can still throw better than half the guys in this league.
He's only 41. And that sounds old, but he's not even close to the oldest quarterback in the league.
I mean, 60% completion percent is not great.
I'd like to point out, by the way, that when Alan was gushing over this man,
I love him.
Last year, Don, I just want to point out he was throwing it to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
By the way, Pro Bowler to you and me.
That's right.
Right.
Joey Flicks. I mean, he's
one more injury and you would have been a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, exactly. And he's flicking it to the maybe the best wide receiver core of football.
Listen, I'm with Alan. I just love these guys that don't want to have.
Me too. I respect the hell out of it.
Yep. I think it's great, and I love his attitude, and you
love the cut of his jib, is what you're saying.
I love the cut of his jib. Do you think though, Cincinnati's not a bad gamble for him, because when you consider Burrow and you consider Cincinnati, he's like, yeah, I'll probably get a couple of starts this year. You know what I mean? He'll see some time.
That's right.
Because it's Joe Burrow.
It's guaranteed. And there's always a chance it's half the year, unfortunately. I'm not saying that.
We're not rooting for it.
And listen, and if Cincinnati's battling for a playoff spot and he played a couple of games and they won those games, he'll feel like he had value, that he helped them.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what he's talking about. He's not talking about, I'm sure he'd love to be a starter, but to just be able to contribute in some way, shape, or form. He loves to play football. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
He's made his money. He's got his ring, but he just loves to play.
In things you don't want to see on the news, vehicle fire in Lincoln Tunnel. Buses being diverted to the center tube.
Oh, good Lord. Thank God I'm not going that way.
You know, and it's probably some guy who's like, I think I can make it. I think I can make it. He sees the flames coming out of it. It's like, I gotta get to work. I can do it. And he didn't do it.
Yikes.
Nice effort, but now you've just ruined anybody's chances.
Can you imagine?
By the way, the amount of texts I got saying golden tea from various people, including the great Rick DiPietro.
Well,
there were people screaming at the radio while us idiots are going.
Like,
what were you guys saying when I'm yelling? It's tea.
Golden eye.
And you're
flick it.
Put it dead.
Put it dead. Oh my God.
That's Don LaGreca golf.
No, that's I'm moving.
Put it dead.
Yeah, can you imagine if Don came out with a golf game called Put It Dead?
Right.
I'd play it.
So how about this, guys?
Whoa.
Hey, guys.
What happened to your camera? Hello. There he is. What happened?
What?
Uh-oh. Whoop.
Listen, you're very, very lucky we're on the air today at all.
It is. They're working miracles back there.
The NBA's Board of Governors has approved a vote for the league to explore bids and applicants for expansion teams exclusively in Las Vegas and Seattle. That's right.
What we need are more teams in the NBA.
We do. That'll help the competition.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all 30 owners voted in favor of
course they did.
Making more money.
Did you hear how many billion?
Oh, yeah.
A bidding process is expected to generate offers in the 7 to 10 billion range for each team.
Yeah, each team. Yeah. Of course, as an owner, you're like, I get a piece of that? Sure.
I could imagine one of the owners sitting there. we can't water down the league.
Right.
We're ruining this sport.
Right.
I can't have it. Oh, between $7 and $10 billion. I'll vote for it.
I'm in.
Okay. I just want to remind everyone we're not living.
Very big check.
I just want to remind everyone we're not living in serious times. So this is more $8 to $10 billion now for a Seattle basketball team. Tell me how that will ever financially truly make sense.
How about this? I was going to say to blow your mind is the whole story about how LeBron James was wanting to be an owner.
LeDon James.
Him too. And LeBron was hoping to be part of the Vegas ownership. And then, of course, once you realize that LeBron's value, his worth is only 1.4, 1.3 billion, which is not anywhere near enough to be an owner. And then I tell you, we looked this up last week, right, Anthony? What is Hal Steinbrenner's what do they call it?
Isn't it like 1.7 his net worth?
Yeah.
Or 1.4, something like that?
1.7. So LeBron James is almost as rich as Hal Steinbrenner, who owns the Yankees. But LeBron James can't own a team because he doesn't have nearly enough money to pay.
And neither could Hal.
Right.
If Hal didn't inherit this team
people
and have
need to
a group.
understand that.
Super team. LeBron James and Hal Steinbrenner coming together
Nope,
with
still
their
not
major
enough.
wealth to purchase an NBA team, and the NBA going, isn't that cute?
Isn't that adorable?
No, that's why.
All right, do you have a real money guy?
7 more of you to come in. And
and now if we get Josh Harris, we can make a team.
It's
right.
just insane, that kind of money.
If I sold right now or put up bids for the Memphis Grizzlies, how much would they get?
The Grizzlies?
Yeah.
$4 billion. How about that?
You think 4?
Not
I would
7
have
to 10.
To pay twice as much than the Memphis Grizzlies, a current NBA team, are worth to get an expansion team.
That's what it feels like because I can't imagine the Grizzlies.
You know what? 3.75.
Listen, they don't give these jobs to chimps.
No.
I try to tell you that.
They do give them to you, though.
See? I don't know if that's
pretty
if
good.
I like that, but
what? No.
Thank you.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
But no, you nailed it. 3.75.
Look, it's just this is the whole thing. And listen, this is where I really don't like to get political on this program. But this is one place where I know me and Michael would get into like a fist fight because if I know what his beliefs are. Well, they're just people literally shouldn't be this rich. No human should be able to buy a $7 billion basketball team. And in fact, to that point, they probably won't be. The people who'd be interested won't have that kind of money, so they'll have to put together groups.
You mean
right?
like the guy that bought the Oakland A's and doesn't have enough money to build a stadium that they pretended to have a shovel in the ground on?
How rich is that person who bought the A's?
I mean, rich enough, but not rich enough to build a stadium.
To actually get everything done.
Yeah. So now they're just going to pretend that they're still working on it while he tries to beg people to come join to buy in. Like that's what it's.
So they're going to add a Vegas basketball team, but they can't get the money together to get
they already have an arena built for the basketball.
That's what, T-Mobile?
Yeah,
they'll just drop them in T-Mobile.
Where
that part's
Vegas
easy.
Plays. Yeah, the Golden Knights.
It's a nice arena too.
It is
right there off the strip.
It's very nice.
Yeah. But I just found that the LeBron James valuation compared to Hal Steinbrenner, who owns
LeDon
maybe the
James.
biggest brand in sports, and for LeBron, and fans should understand how close LeBron is in that kind of a net worth, and yet he can't buy a team because how much it costs to start a new team.
So think about that. You could be
LeBron.
You could be LeBron James. You could be the second greatest basketball player basically who ever lived, who had one of the most unbelievable Nike runs of all time, owns an entertainment company, starred in the new Space Jam, has done everything there is to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could not be more successful in your life since he was 17 years old. He started at 17.
Yep.
He's done everything there is to do.
Not rich enough.
Not rich enough.
There's levels to even that. It's
and meanwhile, there are most of the people, respectfully, not most, not all, but most of the people who would have more money than LeBron James, let's be honest, are people who were born with most of it already there and just had to not botch the rest of it, invest it the right ways, and then they can be someone who could buy a basketball team.
Beautiful.
Not LeBron James, though. Now, we got to get to our results, but I do have to hit this story.
Hit it.
Cade Cunningham's eligibility for individual honors, like the All-NBA team, is in doubt. They're in doubt because of the 65-game rule, and he may not make it. The NBAPA now, which through collective bargaining agreement, has agreed to that rule. However, they said that they want to have the rule amended. And they believe that Cade Cunningham's eligibility or lack thereof for awards like this should not be threatened by the 65 game.
Stop it.
You're giving me the little money sign with your hand.
That's all this is about. This is strictly about, this is the PA that is putting up a fight because this rule can cost people money, because when you win these postseason awards, it unlocks bonuses in your max and supermax contracts.
Well,
so you fail to reach it. Now, it's unfair what happened to him, right? The collapse it is one of these freak injuries that happen. He'll miss it by 4 games. Do I think that you can make a stipulation for somebody that's that
an exemption?
Close?
Yeah,
certainly can. But to change this, when they made this rule, did anybody argue about it? Did anybody say, "Oh, that's not right"? It's 80% of the season. That's all you got to play. 80%. You get 20% of your season off automatically. You can just play only 80% of your season. You're still eligible. Everybody thought this makes sense, but now because this case and a few other places where you're thinking, I don't know if that guy's getting a 65 and now he won't be on the All-NBA team. Well, that's too bad. It's too bad. The top 10 scorers in the league, 7 of the 10, they're going to get to 65, no problem. And also, MVP, in the last 25, so since the start of this century, only one time in a full NBA season, not a lockout, not a COVID season, full NBA season, only one time did a player fail to play at least 70 games. One time. And it was Joel Embiid, and he played 66 games. So don't tell me that this is too hard of a number to achieve.
And I'd have no problem with them making an exemption for something like this.
Especially,
that's what makes sense.
Peter, he had a collapsed lung. I mean, I'm sure he can prove that he had a collapsed lung. Now, there are guys that you could clearly see are taking the second day of back-to-backs off, and they may have had injuries, but certainly could play through some of them. All right, that's different. But there's got to be the nuance of here's a guy that was on pace to obliterate the 65 games, had a collapsed lung. We could prove that he had a collapse.
And now he's going to come up barely short.
And he's going to come up 4 games short. Listen, can't we just acknowledge the nuance and still give it to him?
File this under not what you want. A woman in Los Angeles has filed a civil lawsuit against Puka Nacua.
Oh, no.
Alleging he made unprovoked anti-Semitic statements and then later bit her on the shoulder.
Isn't this the second time for him?
Well, yes. The first one, the first thing that happened with Puka Nacua and anti-Semitic gestures, I did not.
He didn't know he was doing it? He was innocent?
An idiot YouTuber or a streamer had him do this like Nazi salute or whatever, and he didn't know what he was doing, right?
Okay.
At least you could make that case.
You can make the case, right.
This now is someone saying but who knows? You never know with these stories. Is someone saying that simply because they know that other story existed, and now that. But then the other part that's troubling is
we know he's going to get paid.
But later bit her on the shoulder, and supposedly broke the skin. I want to know what was happening in this night. That at one point in the night, a lady heard him say something anti-Semitic, and that same lady later in the night was bitten by him. What? And I will say this. This part I know to be This part I can more safely assume to be true.
What's that?
Based on this story and videos I saw moving around on social media of Puka Nacua around the Super Bowl, he's got to stop partying. That guy's outside being loose. That part I know.
He definitely lives life. He lives out living la vida scaraboo.
Maybe even more so. Because Scataboo is like living the life of a streamer. This guy's in the club.
Inside more than anything.
Yeah, Puka Nacua is in the club.
Yeah, he's all about that life. He loves it. He has himself a good time everywhere he goes.
Hey, listen, as a wise Washington Redskins player once said to me when a buddy of mine was a drug dealer for the Redskins, and I was at their house. I was at the house of a player while he was smoking a blunt and playing Madden football.
Sure.
And I said, so you don't party at all? This is all you do? And his direct quote was, this starting NFL player was, if I get a DUI between the kitchen and my living room, I deserve it. And I said, that's smart.
That is very smart.
Smoke your blunt at home, play your game, knock yourself out. Mm-hmm. These guys going out, and I've seen now multiple videos of Puka Nacua out in the street. Dude, you may be the most talented player in the NFL. Stay home.
But understand, being Puka Nacua is a lot of fun.
I bet it's a great time.
He loves
just showering would be tremendous.
Him.
I bet.
And why wouldn't you? So, but you're right. I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your Drop Madness update, folks. Let's get some results here. Like I said, it looks like a lot of chalk. We will start with the number 1 seed in the Flub region, a 78-22 winner.
25 a month. Don on Rosenberg with you until 7.
It's going to be tough to beat this one.
Yeah, it's tough, man. That could be on a collision course with Chris Carlin. We'll see. But sends home my newish Jew year. Now, we head to the funny region where for the second day in a row, Maya's eliminated, the 8th seed.
Maya, can you say mama?
Strom and Maya are out thanks to the 1 seed. A little yo-yo monkey boy. He wanted me to jump up and make the jokey so the people go laugh time.
I'm sorry, Maya.
I know. Listen, Maya and Straw had a good run, but it's gotta go. We go to the 1 seed in the troubling region. One of the biggest blowouts we've seen thus far. 82-18. So this is in the...
That'd be the nether region.
Nether region. I'm sorry, because the name of the drop is troubling, Anthony.
This is college football. Excuse me, this is college football on ESPN Radio. Oh, my God.
We've heard this so much, and yet it never gets
No, this is
old.
winning the whole damn thing.
It really is.
It's so damn good.
But then he holds it. Like you can tell he's holding.
It's so good.
And then the music comes in.
And guys, in the closest matchup I think we've had so far in the tournament, the 1 seed. This was a prime time CBS game. The 1 seed advances. We say goodbye to the 9 seed.
Sit, you stink.
Wow.
Stink loses to diarrhea, the 1 seed.
I had diarrhea.
That you dream about.
I don't think that wins without Anthony.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, listen, diarrhea like you dream about. But I mean, let's get into really what he's saying there. You know what I mean?
But
why do you dream about it?
It's Anthony's reaction that makes
I had diarrhea. That you dream about.
Now, Anthony's low-key the MVP of Drop Madness this year. That will do it for your drops today. And for ENN, brought to you by Ramsey Mazda. Get more for your money at Ramsey Mazda, like a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 or the CX-90. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Last call, crew. 1-800-919-3776. We talk to you next right here on DHR.
St. John's has advanced to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1999. Now, East Region top seed Duke stands in the Johnny's way for a trip to the Elite Eight. Coverage begins Friday at 6:50, only on 1050 ESPN.
Start spreading the news. New York Yankees baseball is back in the Bronx. Come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, April 4th for a Yankee Stadium promotional giveaway tradition. Calendar night. The first 40,000 in attendance will receive a New York Yankees calendar courtesy of MasterCard. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, it's Yankees calendar night on Saturday, April 4th against the Miami Marlins. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
Discover where your future can take you at SUNY Canton Spring Open House on Saturday, April 25th. Explore exciting new programs like data science and analytics and cybersecurity designed to prepare you for today's most in-demand careers. Tour campus, meet faculty, connect with current students, and sit down with financial aid representatives. Plus, attendees can enter for a chance to win a scholarship. For registration details and information about courtesy bus trips from New York, email admissions@canton.edu. SUNY Canton, your future starts here.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles. Rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-568-2790 or biglou.com.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-90 Turbo Select with all-wheel drive for $279 for 36 months, or buy with 1.9% APR for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN T1362010 MSRP, $40,680, zero security deposit, 1.9% APR at $28.60 per month, $1,000 finance, and $331.26.
Don and Alan and I are just talking about how people like to wear golf wear around this office.
We're having a fashion conversation.
Yeah, have you noticed that, Don? Like a lot of the, like for whatever reason, I don't know why, in this office, like a lot of men in this office wear like golf wear. Like,
I'll tell you what.
Like polo shirts tucked in with a braided belt.
Like they're going out, they're going to play 9 after the shift.
That's what it looks like.
You know, I'm getting out at 4, I got a little sunlight, I'll play 9, I'm already ready, just throw the spikes on.
I'll tell you why they do it.
Go ahead.
Because they're tools.
Oh, my God. I wasn't ready to go there.
Well, I'm ready to go there because that's exactly the reason.
Don's ready.
Well, you got to show up. I do a lot of things like 3-4 times a week. You don't see me practicing at the water cooler.
No, but that's not the same. No,
it's exactly the same thing. What if I dress up in the outfit?
But hold on.
I just I come in with a chef hat on, walking around like a yo-yo. You'd be like, you know what? You got problems, man. Go home.
Let him go. Or when it comes in, it's like, oh yeah, I played on Saturday, and then they tell you how they played. They tell you about a specific hole, and you're looking at them like, can you just finish? I'm not interested.
Well, let me ask you what's worse though. What's worse? People who play golf and then dress in golf wear to work, or people who don't even play golf and they're still dressed like they're playing golf at work?
That's when.
That's what I'm pointing out.
You're admitting I gave up, and I'm just gonna that looks like it matches, so it's easy.
Yeah, just
I gave up.
Don, you know what? My thing is be in or out. If you want to go formal wear in the office should be, hey, people dress up around here. Yeah. Great. Wear a sport coat. I'm down. You guys know I'm down. You guys know I'm usually one speed or the other. Full on suit and shoes to work.
Or like today.
Or today, black t-shirt.
I don't know what's on that shirt.
It's a Varvatos t-shirt with weird white stains built into it. I don't know.
Oh, that's built in.
Yeah.
I thought that was lunch.
So I like
I spilled
bowling.
cream.
Can I come in with like bowling shoes and
I want you to. I want you to.
When I'm heating up my lunch at the microwave, can I practice my throw? No.
Please do that.
Now, I'm going to start doing that from now because I like bowling. I respect bowling. I think it
deserves more respect. You think it shows more athleticism than golf?
To bowl.
Yeah, because it's a 14-pound ball.
No, this is a bad take.
No, I love this.
It's not a bad take at all.
Well, it's an interesting take.
Approach.
I disagree with it, but it's an interesting take.
I love. But I would love this argument.
No, the skill. You're saying
Don versus Jefferson right now.
You think the
discussing
skill,
which leisure sport is harder to play?
Oh, come on. The fact of the matter is this: I've had a day where I bowled pretty well.
Yeah, what's pretty well?
Like 175. I had a turkey.
Right.
You know, like something good happened. I've played golf way more than I've bowled.
Mm-hmm.
Never randomly was like 86. Like that never has happened.
You think 175 is like an 86?
No, it's not. No, it's not. A 175 is like a 99.
Yeah, breaking 100.
Yeah. That's never happened either.
Okay. Well, that's a you problem.
Well, whatever. But the point is just why is golf accepted, but there's other recreation? What if I just like to play darts? Do I get to practice my throw at the microwave?
Do they have dart fashion?
He's talking about just standing around doing this, though.
Yeah, just if I did that, you would want to put me in an institution. Meanwhile, I'm practicing my swing, and it's like, oh, let's go talk to him. He must be cool. No, he's not cool.
Well,
he's a nerd. You shouldn't talk to him. Most likely a virgin or despises his family. It's one of the two. There's no in between. If you're playing golf, you despise your family or you've never had sex. There is no in between. And if you're practicing your swing at the microwave, you're a toolbox.
You suck, Busick. Hold on.
I love that we got it. Man.
Do you know that?
I love that we got
it.
And
do you know, Alan? I got to only talk to you. I can't talk to you.
Okay.
The thing is, the reason this is hard for me, it's a little awkward.
I'm tired for this.
Is even though I'm like, I'm barely a golfer. I have clubs.
Sure.
I've played.
Sure.
I've played 50 times in my life, 60 times. I love golf. It's a great time.
Yeah, it's a good
but
time.
I'm not a golfer. I didn't go I didn't make it out last year once. But I'm not going to lie to you. There are times when I'm bored and I will sit around and do a pretend.
Why would you do that?
By the way, but I used to do that with baseball too.
Swing a bat?
I do pretend, and I'm the guy who would do the pretend walking, dribbling. I've done all those things.
So
Trust me, I've been there.
I do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do it. And now Don thinks I'm like the guy at the cooler.
Well, you don't do it anymore.
No, I don't just randomly do it loosely in the office.
Like Don said, you're no longer a virgin. You don't do these things. I think Don is making a point.
I did it post-virginity.
If you're somebody that thinks you're the only one in the room, all right, and you decide to do that, I'm cool. These guys, they're hoping people are watching.
Yeah, because they want, hey, you golf? Oh, yeah.
Oh, you kidding
Yeah, I got
me?
this little hitch in my swing. I'm working on it. Yeah, whatever.
Hold on, Don.
This all started because...
Don, I want to clear this up for the internet because I think this could go viral.
Uh-oh.
So just to be clear, to reiterate what you said, if you love golf, you either hate your family or you're a virgin. Yeah. No in between. Wow.
I'm not talking about you who's golfed 50, 60 times.
You're talking about people who are out every weekend. If you're out every weekend.
I'm talking about the guy that's out there every weekend. I'm talking about the guy that's practicing his swing at the microwave. All he talks about is golf, sits there and watches golf as if he's going to pick up some tricks.
Or Jefferson.
Actually has a tee in his pocket.
Well,
wow.
How about you're talking about the guys who bathe themselves in pork and beans?
Right.
Now you want to get upset again? I think I want to just send Don to the moon.
What else we got?
Do you know the Whiteboard Wednesday? This at the station
we're gonna
is favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
I did see the tweet. Yeah.
And yesterday, our new intern, one of the spring interns, Chase, was proudly walking around going, I don't know who that is about Quentin Tarantino.
But I believe we had this conversation.
No,
was he with us?
We had this conversation because we told him he has 8 days.
Yeah, but no, Don wasn't here.
Don wasn't here for that.
No, I think that was Monday.
That was Monday.
Don, he didn't know.
That's right. Don was traveling.
He didn't know who Tarantino was.
No,
and he hadn't heard of any of the movies.
This poor kid.
And he's dumb.
Well,
no. Honestly, or has he been institutionalized? Has he been like locked up somewhere? I don't want to make fun. Like maybe something traumatic happened.
You don't know the answer.
He's a Rutgers kid. He wants to be a play-by-play guy like you.
Got to be a fan. But Quentin Tarantino's movies, to not have heard of Kill Bill, not heard Pulp Fiction,
I'm not saying
not seen them.
Fiction.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Just don't even know who the guy is.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it just came out.
I don't want him to work here anymore.
Oh, well. What? He just got started, Don. He's a college kid.
Grand opening, grand closing.
I think we give him 8 days.
No, but you're
Watch
not
all
disturbed by this?
No, believe me,
we called them out.
Again, You don't have to be a fan. You should have thrown him out.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been.
Like Jazzy Jeff.
Fan. Maybe he didn't see the movie. Maybe he's not a movie guy. But you're telling me
He's not.
Walked this earth. He's in college.
But you never.
He said he only watches sports movies.
Yeah, he's only a sports movie guy, which
Only
he barely
a
watches.
sports
that.
movie
You know
guy.
what? He should have a segment. He's only a sports
I say we give him the 8 days. I gave him 8 days from
Yeah,
Monday.
we'll see if he. This is the
We
key.
gave him homework. Watch everyone come in, and we'll have you sit. He wants to have a chance to sit at the mic.
But did he say that? We don't know what he's going to do.
I told him.
And
you have to watch him, and we'll have you come in, and you'll give us a little bit of each movie so we proves you saw it, and then you're clear. And if you don't do it, you're out.
You're dead. So that's what's happening here, Don.
No, that's just for the never have heard of him.
It's troubling. No, it's very troubling.
Well, Peter went as far to blame the family.
Yeah, I said what's going on in the home.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
There are issues there.
I showed my niece and nephew Pulp Fiction recently, and it's not like they hadn't heard of Tarantino. They were 17. They hadn't seen Pulp Fiction yet. I said, you guys are old enough now. Let's sit down and watch. I saw Pulp Fiction in the theater when I was 17. That's when it came out.
Wow.
So I said, let's sit down and.
In 94.
Or no, I guess I was 15 when it came out. So I said, let's sit down and do the right thing.
I've never fired a rifle or had a fur hat, but I know who Daniel Boone is. Like, there's certain things you just know.
Don, the Yankees need to fire Daniel Boone.
Was that a call?
The second I hear the name Boone, I don't care what Boone it is. Daniel Boone, Brett Boone, Aaron Boone, you fire him. We'll be right back.
Time to bench those other job sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build your championship roster. What's the advantage? Well, with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast. But you also get the MVP for your team. Plus, ZipRecruiter doesn't make candidates wait to take the shot. It passes the ball right to them. Building your team or scouting fresh talent? ZipRecruiter runs the full court with powerful technology that immediately gets your job in front of the right players. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have come to ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. And why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. ZipRecruiter makes hiring faster, smarter, and more efficient from post to hire before the competition can even cross half court. It's a slam dunk with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Attention New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios Home Internet for an incredible $20 a month guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, mobile and home discount enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios-based monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
You remember what it feels like to move without thinking about pain? To get up, sit up, walk, work, or live without that constant ache? If neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica took that away from you, it's time to get it back. I'm Bart Scott. Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain is the guy you need. Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no scars, no long recovery, just precise, image-guided, non-surgical treatments designed to get you feeling strong again. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances are accepted, there is no reason to wait. Go to SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think.
Ready to shoot your shot? Log into BetMGM and make your picks in the March Matchups 500K Pick'em for your chance to win a share of bonus bets. It's free to play and easy to get started. Just log into your BetMGM account and predict which teams will cover the spread in their matchup in each round of the college basketball tournament. If you get the most correct, you'll win a share of $100,000 in bonus bets. Even better, successfully pick the most teams to cover the spread in all 5 rounds of the tournament to win a share of $500K in bonus bets. Think you know college basketball? Log into BetMGM to make your picks to win a share of $100,000 in bonus bets per round. It's free to play. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards or non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Join DiPietro and Rothenberg Thursday, April 23rd for a special couch cast of Round 1 of the NFL Draft, presented by Calandra's Bakery. The Jets and Giants have 3 picks in the top 16, and Rick and Dave will react live as the first round unfolds. Let's go! From the big decisions to the big-time drama. Catch it all in this YouTube-only exclusive, and it's all from Calandra's Bakery and your home for football talk. ESPN New York.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
Oh, I got Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time...
It's Tully time!
It's Tully time! It's a very good Premier record you played, and very timely because it was Premier's birthday this weekend, and I was in the middle of beefing with my friend Nori, so you played a CNN and Premier. It works out so perfectly. Game Time. What do we have tonight for that ace? We have, right here on 880, 7 o'clock, Rangers coverage against the Leafs. Hawks Pistons later at 10 on 10:50 at that started at 6:30 the coverage. So you can leave our show right now if you'd rather listen to Hawks Pistons. God bless.
Why would you?
The Yankees open the baseball season tonight against the Giants at 8 o'clock on Netflix. And the Nets and the Warriors at 10 o'clock. Also, Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tully. Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. And also, guys, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that ESPN New York is also teaming up with Calandra's amazing bakery to give away a pair of tickets to see the Knicks and the Charlotte. What team is that now? The Hornets on Sunday.
Yes, it is.
That's April 12th, though. Sunday, April 12th to you and me.
Yep, that's the last game of the season.
That's the last game of the year to you and me. Easy to enter. Just stop by Calandra's, 234 Bloomfield Ave in Caldwell, New Jersey, before April 7th to enter in person. Brought to you by Calandra's Bakery in Caldwell, home of fresh bread, classic Italian pastries, and traditions baked daily. Man, today's been a program. Don, we were debating whether or not we've taken a call today.
I think we did.
Alan thinks we did.
At least
I don't
one.
believe we did.
I don't know why. I feel like...
You don't think we did, Don?
I don't think so.
If he was that bad.
Now, does that mean, is that some sort of record? Like, how often are there shows with not one call?
Not this show.
I know.
You know what that means then? If there's only room for one call, you know what you do?
No. Why can't we just clean? No. Okay. Clean day?
Hi, Don, Peter, Alan. Peter, you're a genius. You're the only non-Armenian person in the world that wouldn't have known that Tarkanian would have a token Armenian on the team, Brian Mershaw. You are a genius. That's how worldly you are. Fellas, I had the basketball game on last night, as I always do. I'm a radio guy. Tyler and Monica made a great point. Zion Williamson is so old school. He's only taken 4 3-point shots. He's 6'6". He's the only high-scoring player in basketball in the last 35 years that has shot so few 3-point shots. This guy's incredible. Now, you guys don't realize you're sitting on a keg now. Patino, if he gets this done, wins the next 4 games, this will be the greatest New York sports success story since, outside of the 69 Mets. The greatest New York sports story. I am telling you that it's that great if he can get it done. Opening day. This is how powerful. There were 3 important dates in the 60s, baseball. Opening day, the All-Star game, and the first game of the World Series. I couldn't tell you which of the 3 were the best. All I knew was on opening day you had Bunning versus Koufax, Marichal versus Spahn, Drysdale versus Jenkins, it was that great. I remember so well, 62 years ago, Shea Stadium opening on April 10th, 1964. I'm coming out of PS 166 in Astoria, still there, by the way, and I'm working with Mitchell Jacobs, my best friend. We're on Broadway between 32nd and 33rd. We go into the bar. It's Bob Friend versus Jack Fisher, and I remember they chased us out of the bar, but that was opening day at Shea Stadium. Listen, 50 years ago, Steinbrenner's greatest accomplishment, nobody ever talks about it. Think about it. It's never been done in the history of sports. He renovated the iconic Yankee Stadium. It opened in 76, the refurbished Yankee Stadium. He took that place 50 years later. No stadium in the history of sports. It was always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Let's see if Jimmy can close it out. We have 30 seconds. Jimmy, you get to be called Toots today, but you only got 30 seconds. What's up, Jimmy?
I don't even know how to follow that up anymore.
It can't be followed.
We have no idea. I'm sorry. Alan was right. I was wrong. That's it. You move on. I apologize. What do you got, Jimmy?
Yeah, Netflix. I'm a diehard baseball fan, Mets fan actually, but yeah, I'm not subscribing to Netflix just to watch this one game.
And you don't subscribe to Netflix as is?
Really?
Well, I'm a diehard WWE fan too, but no, I don't.
What? Wait, hold
I know
on, hold
Monday
on.
night.
You're
Raw's on.
You're a diehard WWE fan, and they got baseball now. You're still not going to Netflix.
Nope.
Wow, I don't know if I think you're an idiot or I respect you, but it's right down the middle. I think I respect it, Jimmy.
Respect it.
Thank you, Jimmy. Wow.
Good.
He will not. He's a diehard WWE.
Right.
The flagship show is on every Monday.
Correct.
You know, I think my Netflix plan is through like my wife's T-Mobile account. We have it like with commercials. We don't pay for it. It's included. Like you can't find a way to get it. There's a lot of ways to get these things. But
it's the principle.
He's committed. Anyways, thing from Adam's family. We'll throw out the first pitch. We'll break that down as well as the Yankee game.
Please.
Starting with you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Let's go Yankees.
Right here. Let's go Yankees.
This baseball season, FanDuel is letting you choose your own reward for